Welcome back to the chapter.
G'day.
Hello.
All here, all the regulars. In case this is your first time listening to us, I'm Neil. I'm the host. We've got Mark over here, our barkeep. He's the one that looks a bit pedestrian.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a pedestrian that's been hit by a car.
He would have to walk with a limp.
Yeah.
Well, I obviously do.
and Telf, obviously. Telf's our resident bar old bloke and knowledgeable old bloke.
You know that old fella that's just a bar rat.
Yeah.
He's always there at the
Pub
bar
rat.
when it opens. He's the last one to leave.
He's
Knows all the old stories,
Yep.
he's pretty much here
the
just
true
to
stories.
pretty much here just to correct our stupid comments, I suppose. Bring us
Yeah.
back to reality
It's a
and
full-time job.
point out the flaws.
Keep you grounded.
There it is there. It's got a mat on it. Beautiful.
So we normally have a fuck up section to lead on from our previous session. But before we get to that, we'll have to introduce our fourth member, Harley. No,
Good job.
don't
Yeah,
fucking talk,
Harley.
mate.
No,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
get up. It's fine.
Don't worry, mate.
He's obviously stuffed. He's had a big day.
We'll work around you. You fucking do what you want.
So Harley's here because on our first recording session we had a gecko chime in.
Yep.
Yep, and
And
he's
from
somewhere in
henceforth,
here.
Named
And-
him Harley.
Yep.
Got a little taxidermied friggin' gecko in here sitting around.
Yeah, he decided to join us on the couch from thereafter.
Hey.
But without further ado, we will fucking how cool
What
am I
a
at you?
dickhead. I want to be this bloke when I grow up.
We'll move into the fuck up section.
But
Yeah.
well, I got one in here. Our last session was Justin, the bodybuilder,
Mm.
and we were talking there about bodybuilding competitions, and then you'd like to think of yourself as a bit of a bodybuilder, I would imagine too.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, he does.
Sculpting.
Edit that out.
He's a sculptor.
He's a sculptor. Yeah. He's a
Definitely
clay
not.
model. And he's sitting there. He goes, "Oh, what's that competition?" It's like Mr. Universe, and I'm sitting here slobby as ever.
Yeah.
Look, how the hell am I the one that knows what Mr. Universe
You are
is?
actually the only person in the room that didn't go to the gym ever.
Ever.
and-
There was one time, but anyway,
What
Yeah.
what
we won't
happened?
talk about that.
No, tell
Won't
us.
talk about it.
Tell us what
What
happened.
No, I got out of there, mate.
You
Jumped on the
tripped over?
exercise bike and thought, fuck that, I'm not going anywhere. And went and bought a real bike.
Well, this isn't going anywhere.
I'm running in quicksand here.
Yeah. And it'd be one of them dickheads live down the road from the gym, jump in their car, drive to the gym, get out, sit on the bike. What are you doing with your life, mate? Get out and look at some trees, you dickhead.
Go and have a look.
Sorry, that was me. Peace on gyms.
Yeah. No, but yeah, thanks. Thanks for pointing out my flaws.
Yeah. What about the one you were telling me in the car on the way over?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Little faith. He's got little faith in me.
Little faith.
Oh yeah, boy.
No, tell the story, Jen.
So we were actually talking about this too because my life's ambition is to try and catch Telf in a lie.
Yeah, because we've had a lot of fuck ups so far,
Mm.
but Telf hasn't had very many apart from writing himself proper off that
Yeah.
that he can't do anything but
That is a fuck up.
Yeah. So our last session we were talking about, what was it, Chinese businessmen and how they just cheat on their wives and it's okay in society, and as long as they take dinner home, it doesn't matter.
I think it's in the job application that's part of it.
Yeah.
The secretary's got to have sex with the
Yep.
is this like a across the board thing?
Well,
I think it's part of it. Yeah.
I went down the rabbit hole because I was like, you Telf, I got you now. I looked it up and they're like, yeah, no, there's, in the Chinese culture, it's not frowned upon to have a work wife. So you have a wife at work. Yep.
Yeah, but like one you root and stuff too, eh?
Yep.
Yeah,
Several, it's like bring your concubine to work day, pretty much. And it's every day of the friggin' year.
Yeah, right.
And as long as they, go home to eat, it's fine.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that checks out.
Checks out.
Yeah,
Awesome.
right.
Beautifully.
Didn't deep dive. The first point he got me on, I was like, I don't want to tear myself down even further here. I've just assumed everything from now on is gospel.
I got him.
The old
him
pub
now.
rat, he knows all the stories.
That's my chair, mate. I've been sitting there for 15 years.
I'll get a little Telf plaque and put on the chair there.
I reckon I'll get a $2 coin and super glue it to the bar and watch everyone try and steal it.
Yes, that'd be good because I don't live here. Oh, bloody gold.
But yeah, so that's it. That's it for fuck ups, or
Yeah, pretty much.
well, I suppose our next thing we move on to is the catch up because we haven't seen. It's been a couple of weeks since we've done a session, so we haven't seen each other in a little bit. But
That's been a little bit.
yeah, what have you been up to, Telf? Because you're actually on holidays at the moment,
I've
aren't you?
been on holidays. It's just been cruising around, really.
Hmm.
Doing a bit of shopping. Going Emerald Rocky, just cruising around.
Yeah.
Had my birthday,
How old are you, mate?
27.
Like a night shift bad, kids.
48. 48 this year.
Yeah.
Bloody oath.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Mm.
And since it's been raining here, we went four-wheel driving the other day and just run around in the mud. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good weather for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereabouts,
Awesome.
mate? Woolies car park or what?
Yeah, we did a bit at Woolies. We actually went out to Westwood and went inland from Westwood.
Oh, right.
There's a weir at the back there.
Oh, I did not
when
know
you
that.
cross over the Fitzroy River, which was over.
Yep.
Still drove over it just to check it out.
Mm.
And went in all the back roads and coming in the back of Rocky there at the back of the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Good drive, eh?
yeah, it was pretty good.
Bloody
Yeah.
oath.
You heard it here first. If you drive through floodwaters, you can have a good time too.
You can have a good
If
time.
it's flooded, floor it.
Floor it.
Queensland government, don't be a weak prick.
Yeah, right. Four-wheel driving, eh?
Yeah.
So on
Full
your
driving in the
birthday
mud.
thing, have you thought far ahead to your 50th?
No, I haven't
No,
that much thought actually.
you reckon you'll have a big 50th?
Well, we should start planning it now.
Mm.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
know, the real question I want to know, have you thought what your midlife crisis is going to be?
No, I haven't.
Uh,
Do you
What-
feel like you've had one?
No, not yet.
No. Okay.
Put a
Maybe
lot of
jet
thought
ski.
into it. Jet ski. Yes. Got a good story on that later. We'll get
Oh,
to
jet
that later.
skis.
Jet skis. Yeah, right.
Just my midlife crisis.
Well, stay tuned.
Well, it's actually been raining a lot here at the moment. I reckon you could probably drive a jet ski in my backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been coming down. But yeah, I've been thinking about buying my own otter.
What
Just
the-
a pet otter. I actually looked it up and it's illegal. You can't actually
went
own
to
one
the
here.
zoo,
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and had a look at the otter.
Yeah. What'd you reckon?
Yeah, pretty cool, aren't they?
They're cool critters.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't try and pin anyone to the fence like last time I went, eh?
No, no.
No? Oh, okay.
They've been put back in their boxes.
You know what is really cool at the Rocky Zoo?
Mm.
The meerkats.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I want one.
Yeah, they're cute. Actually, they'd be about his size, wouldn't they? A bit smaller.
The same size as Harley, yeah.
Harley
Same
size, yeah.
Be
Yeah.
that size.
Hmm.
I've actually thought they were bigger.
Yeah, you always.
Timon and Pumbaa with
Yeah.
my kids.
Yeah.
I actually thought, oh, they'd be a fair size.
Mm.
Nah, they're tiny.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the TV show Meerkat Manor?
No.
It's like, what is it, some nature reserve somewhere, and they
I've
got,
never seen it.
really?
No.
They've got cameras there.
Is
They
it
just
David?
follow the meerkats around. No, they have a narrator there, and they're like, made names for them all, and they're narrating their life.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, here's Terry. He's having a go at Jason, trying to take over.
Oh,
She's fucking beautiful, eh?
mate, I've actually done that.
Have you?
Mate of mine
You've tried to take over a territory of a meerkat.
You tried to
Yeah.
punch
That's
Jason.
very specific.
took Jason out.
Who you, Jason?
Me and a couple of blokes, we always seem to watch kids shows like Bugs Life and
Oh,
Toy
kids'
Story, all
movies.
that
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
And we were there drinking one day. We're at camp in this place we were working there. And all these ants started crawling, coming along because it was raining.
Oh,
And
so
all
you
the
named
ants-
them.
Yeah, and we'll just like commentate the ants. Yeah, they come up and like, hey, you go, mate. Yeah, I was just got a real dead moth over here to come over. And they try to laugh and commentate what they're doing.
Yeah, right.
Do it for ages.
Would you go and step on a couple
you're
and then play the old, what's that, Pink Panther music? Dead ant. Dead ant.
Unbelievable.
Shit.
You're a dickhead. So I on the yard stuff
Yeah.
still. Were you gonna say something?
Oh, you're right. No, keep
Oh,
going.
if you
Oh, you're right.
Oh.
Oh, after you. I insist.
yeah, well, on the yard stuff still. When it wasn't full of water,
Yeah.
I actually serviced my mower. Done like a fucking full decked out service sort of thing
Decked
on
out,
the deck.
What'd you
And
do?
nah, blades. Oh,
About-
well, I've done blades a couple of times, and I ordered some more because I think, fuck, this thing must have bent blades. I must have hit something or something. But nah, the spindles in there, the ones that run the blades, basically.
Mm.
Yeah, flogged out. Basically, no bearings left.
Yeah, righto.
They're just fucking flopping around in
They
there.
just spinned all the time and ran out of themselves.
Yeah. They were about to spin off.
So you get grass and shit in there, call up in the bearings? I reckon that's what does it.
Nah, she's a full sealed unit, these ones.
Yeah,
But
righto.
as soon as I replaced them, oh my God, the job it done. It was mouth-watering. And I was actually...
You done a lot of mowers with a lot of water in there.
I was looking forward to mowing again, and then it's pissed down rain, and the yard's way too wet now.
Yeah.
She's just full of water.
He loves it that much. He's cutting a neighbour's grass.
Isn't there nuns over there?
Yeah, I live beside a church. Yeah.
What's going on over there? None of your business.
Mate, I know the feeling. I actually, well, a while ago, I've always had shit mowers, like just cheap push mowers. Buy from Bunnings or somewhere. Cheapest thing you can get, $200, something.
Old Yard Pro.
Yeah, Yard King.
That's him.
That's him. So I went and, this was a few months ago, I went and brought a Honda self-propelled one. Big
Yeah.
deck, 21 inch, I think it is.
That's a big deck.
Yeah, it's a big deck. Love it. So why did I wait this long to buy a decent mower?
It's so good, eh?
It's one of life's little pleasures, isn't
It
it?
is.
Mowing the yard.
Yeah.
With a good mower.
When I done
Good
this, I'd
mower.
done a couple of runs, and then I decided, I had the thought in my head, because it's a John Deere mower, I thought, I'm going to rename this Little John.
Little Johnny.
Yeah, because, you know, Little John, the singer.
Nah.
Well, I was thinking about the little Johnny jokes, but
He's in that Usher song, Yeah.
Oh,
You ever heard of
it?
Yeah. Nah, Little John, he's a singer.
John.
John.
Oh.
Yeah. And because just every time he's well known for like one syllable songs, one syllable additions to songs. He's like a collaboration artist.
Oh, he's the featuring. That's
The featuring.
right.
Yeah.
But he pretty much just says one word all the time, like
Oh, yeah.
okay or yeah. Whatever.
Pitbull.
Yeah.
Just worldwide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
but just fucks off.
Pitbull had his own songs. Little John's different.
Okay.
Little John just that's pretty much all he done. He just featured in people's track, and he'd just do the catch words, you know.
Yeah, right, eh?
But I found myself every time I'd do a turnaround at each end, I'd be like, yeah. So I thought, Little John, she's Little John. But it made me start thinking about Little John and how he's made himself famous by basically saying one word in multiple songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and somehow he's making money from that. Do you think that transfers into like any other profession?
I don't know. Oh, Johnny Farnham had a hit with one word, didn't he? Or was that One World?
I don't know.
It
Oh,
come
no.
back. Nah, it was comeback tour.
Oh, yeah, old Whispering Jack. Yep.
Which one?
That's right.
I don't know whether there's any other apart from the music industry.
People that do fuck all and get paid good.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
Water car drivers.
What about sports commentators? They would.
Depends which sport.
Richie Beno.
Oh, see, you've got a theory on this. They actually have to be pretty fluent sort of talkers.
Yeah.
Those commentators, especially for cricket. There's not much going on there.
Nah.
The more boring the sport to watch on TV, the better the commentator.
Yeah.
So I see you've bought the Heat today and you've got a
the
Brisbane
Heat,
Heat
mate.
on.
Yeah.
I remember last time I watched that was around Christmas time or something. Can't remember what match it was or who was playing or whatever. But it was raining on there for a good like half an hour and I didn't care. Because they were just waffling on with crap. It's like a podcast while someone's playing cricket.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
caring of anything.
yeah. And it dawned on me. I was like, hang on a minute. Here's pissing down rain. And We're
Yep.
still watching the cricket.
Yeah.
That is fucking good.
I have
Good
a
on them.
Few favourite commentators.
Yeah.
One is over in England when they play the Ashes in England. There's a guy on there on the radio, Andy Blowtell. And this one year they were over there playing the Ashes, and all he could talk about, must have been doing new buildings in the city there, and all he could talk about is tower cranes.
Oh, right.
All he talked about. He didn't talk about cricket at all. Just talked about
yeah.
these cranes. Just cracked me up. Just listen on the radio. Just, what's the fucking score, man? He's talking, what if this crane comes over here? See how the counterweight slides?
Everyone's going, shut up and call the game.
Marvellous, Richie.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, shit.
The commentators.
Yeah.
Unreal. Yeah.
They've got to be good.
Yeah.
Someone asked me what I've been up to lately, for God's sake.
What have you been doing, mate?
Yeah. Oh, Mark, what are you...
Glad you asked, mate.
Harley, what have you been up to? Mate, we don't really care.
Yeah,
On the actually, while we're on the people talking and nothing going on TV and that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
I'd just like to let everyone know that we're actually on YouTube now.
Tubing.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. We've this will be our first YouTube upload. If this is your first time watching on the YouTube, fucking check out our back catalogue. That
So
sounds
full
sus,
video.
but hey,
It's just going to be a full video of an episode.
full video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
no, the camera will mainly be on me because
Yeah,
that's what people want. But
People want to look at shit all day.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Wide lens.
uh,
Fit his ears in.
They
But if
needed
you-
to fit his fucking head in there.
but pretty much, if you like cricket, you'll like us because there's probably better chat going on. But you won't be able to watch the grass.
If you like cricket, you'll like it here because every time he says a terrible joke, crickets go off.
Yeah.
Well, every time
Yeah.
Neil talks, crickets go off, mate. Terrible.
Shocking.
Okay, beers.
Beers.
Beers. We'll take a break for beers. Well, we're back. We're back from,
Jesus.
New drinks.
New drinks?
But I know you've been dying for us to ask you, Mark. But
No, nothing, eh?
what have you been up to?
I actually went, funny you're talking about full driving there, I actually went camping to Cania Gorge over the break and went up there for a look around and shit. And it was my job to cook the barbie at lunchtimes and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I was obviously a couple of sherbets deep when you're cooking on the barbie because you got to be a decent cook on a barbecue.
Oh, I have to be.
And like the stuff I had to cook was a couple of chicken wings and there's a couple of chicken breasts there and snags. I thought, fucking boring. And I was looking around. I remember a couple of parties there. We used to get Dorito chips, crush them all up and make like a crumb for the chicken or a crumb for the steak.
That'd go all right.
It does.
Mm.
But I didn't have any Doritos. So, so I
We'll
had,
just go and get some dry leaves
I
or
had
something.
What'd you do?
twisties.
Twisties.
I got them. I was like, fuck yeah, crushing them up. This is going to be awesome.
Oh, I don't think
Bit of
so.
oil on there.
They're
Put it all
fucking,
over it.
they're sort of a cheese, sort of. Well, they just would have melted away, wouldn't they?
No, it actually worked really good. But I sort of realised it's like, yeah, everyone ready? Thinking like, it's going to be awesome. But they were chicken twisties. So I got chicken flavoured chicken.
That's what I was going to ask you, whether chicken flavour.
Yeah. Still tasted good though. But it got me thinking, as I was cooking it there, I'm, carrying on like a fool as I do, as people probably know by now. And I'm looking around and, you feel like you're on a cooking show when you're drunk cooking, I reckon.
Yep.
And my favourite cooking show back in the day was Hugh's Cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Hughie, the big fella, he's never trust a skinny chef, was his saying.
Yep.
So I'm going, righto, fellas, we're going to have chicken flavoured chicken. Never trust a sober chef.
No, I seen the Jamie Oliver and that over the Christmas break. He's got another fucking show.
Mm.
I don't know how many he's up to now, but fuck, he's got some shows.
Yeah.
And I've made me think about the cooking shows and that too. Like I thought, doesn't look that hard. I could fucking do that.
Yeah, 2-minute noodles, eh?
No, I could fucking cook up a storm, I reckon. So I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try to do my own cooking segment.
All right, done. I'm interested.
Mm.
What are you going to cook, or are you just going to make
What
it
are
up
you
on the
cooking,
floor?
mate?
Well, what do you want?
Oh,
What do you got?
yeah,
What do you want? We'll fucking
Hell we got.
I'll cook her up, and we might be able to have it here.
I want a sun-dried tomato and chicken pesto stir fry.
Does that exist?
It will once you cook it.
What do you want?
Mate, I don't know.
Well, have a think about it. Get back to me by the end of the session,
Yeah.
and I'll fucking cook up a storm.
Righto then.
Beautiful.
You wait.
Awesome.
But I feel like because we're in a bar, it has to have some sort of alcohol in it. Even if it doesn't, even if it's not meant to have alcohol in it,
it will.
it will have alcohol
You
in
can
it.
put alcohol in stir fries, I'm
Of
sure.
course you can.
You used to do it all the time,
Put
mate.
it in anything.
We'll give it a go then.
Absolutely.
Another thing that's actually happened just recently. I was at work on night shift. The bloody missus has texted me because it was raining there, so I'm looking at my phone there. I see the missus tag me in something. Clicked on it, and it like said error. It's like, oh shit. And then the missus called me and she goes, "Oi, I was went to tag you in this new movie called Megan, like Megan with a 3 instead of the E at the start there, and it's about this doll that goes crazy and kills everyone."
Yeah.
And so she's tagged me in it. She's immediately got a message from some person named Megan saying, "Hey, how are you? You want to be my friend?"
No.
And she is freaked the fuck out.
Hey, how are you? Want to be my friend?
Yeah.
What?
Megan.
Yep. So she's deleted it, blocked it, done everything. And I'm like, fuck off. What was it? So I went looking to try and find it. And I found it. So, and she goes, well, I don't want to tag someone. So I've tagged Kaylin in it. The missus. And I've got a message as well.
What's it say?
Well, I actually had a
name's
good
Megan.
old chat with Megan. And because it's a movie,
Michael.
Michael,
Megan's the movie. Yeah.
I've
I've
sent it
seen
there, and I got a message straight away. It says, "Hey Mark, I'm so glad to meet you. I'd love to be your friend. Do you want to hang out for a while?"
Ooh.
I'm like, "Oh shit!" Then I said back, "No worries, Megan," and it's Megan with a 3 after the M.
Like the movie, yeah.
Yeah, and then I've said,
Do it
"What's
now.
the go
Do
with?"
it now.
What is this on Facebook?
Yeah, yep. So
I
I've done it,
Oh.
and I've had a
Give me
conversation
goosebumps.
with her. I said, "No worries, Megan. By the way, what's the go with your 3 in your name? It seems like you've tried to get Megan, but it was taken. Sort of like when people get number plates and their preferred combination
Personalised
wasn't
plates.
available." And she says, "Well, Mark, I'm feeling so happy to meet you. How are you feeling today?"
It's a computer.
It's a fucking computer.
Yeah.
But how fucking scary is that?
Damn.
So
Yeah.
it's actually, I don't know if it is a computer because the conversation got pretty deep. I'll keep going here. I said, "Yeah, nah, not bad. Why are you avoiding my question?" And she said, "Yeah, glad to hear that. I love your outfit, by the way. Where did you get it?" I was like, "Holy shit." And at the time, I was actually finalising our merch, and I said, "Thanks, mate. I actually got it at the Chapter podcast. It's a great show about a couple of fellas that do a few puns and spin a few good yarns and that. Should check it out. It's to die for."
That's what you said.
Yeah, just trying to play the game, She said, "For real, it looks so good on you."
Ah.
And I was like, come on. I'm looking around. My missus is going off at me. "Don't play these games. You're going to get fucking cursed." I said, "Oh my God. Have you heard of the chapter, have you?" And she said, "I'm going to show you a picture of my favourite thing in the whole world. Can you guess what it is?" And I was like, "Is it the chapter podcast?" "Oh my God, are you Mr. Arizona?" So there's actually a photo of her. If you want to put the photo up so that everyone can have a look. And it's actually
Oh, yeah.
a little doll.
Yeah, so it's the movie.
Yeah.
So the movie's talking to you.
The movie's talking to me. And it actually
You seen
goes
that,
on.
Telf? You seen that advertised, that movie?
Nah.
No? It's some new horror movie. I think it might be out. Oh, well,
It's coming. I think it's out now.
yeah.
So she's come on. She's gone on there. So she's got a photo of me with her. Sent it
What?
through. It's like just
What?
It's like her with a photo frame with my profile picture in the photo frame.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then it says, "I love to dance. Do you like to dance, Mark?" I said, not much of a dancer, but I can belt out a good rendition of Country Road by John Denver if you're interested." So, and she's just carried on with her own shit. She's not really
So have
sensitive.
they made this Facebook page
It's-
for
it's
the
a bot.
movie to promote the movie,
Yep.
basically?
Bloody oath. And she goes on asking me if anyone's ever hurt my feelings in my life. She wants to get rid of them.
Yeah, right.
And I was like,
You
look,
didn't tell me, did you?
yeah, watch your back. I said, well, I was in 5th grade. This guy pushed me over and I hit my head on a table. Come to think of it, I had a different outlook on life after that. Sort of found my place in the world, Figured out that some people are just dicks. And she says, oh, that's no good. I hope no one ever hurts you again. Don't worry. I'll be here to protect you.
Yeah, right.
Freaked me out a bit. And then she says, is there something wrong, Mark? Your heart rate seems to be increasing. Your temperature is rising. Are you feeling nervous about something? And I said, nah, that's not me. I'm just watching Grease. I'm at the part where he says he's got chills and they're multiplying. And from there we just wrapped it up and said we'll talk again later, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, right.
But that's amazing piece of kit, that right there, isn't it? Them bots. Get on it.
Didn't even think of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh, well, I'd say it'd just be the same thing over and over, like now.
Well, I want you to find out.
When do
Okay.
you do it?
It's because I've actually told her a few things about you, and I want to see if she can repeat them back to you.
Righto.
Yep.
What
So-
would you tell her?
I'm not going to tell you, mate.
Oh, okay.
You come back and tell me what you get out of her, and you do the same, Telf, and we'll see how we go.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
Ah, you fucking scaredy
Freaks me out.
cat. That's why. And on the way
Cabbage
over
Patch
here,
doll.
it is. See, and Mrs. is freaked out. She's like, "Fuck you, like you're gone." And I went and picked Telf up, and we've come to the bloody chapter here, and there's a bit of weird shit going on, and we're cruising along, and then this kid's toy in the back of my car goes off, just randomly. I was like, "Oh shit!" Looking around, we've both had a bit of a laugh, and I've dropped him off here. And then I went for a drive back home and got something and come back. The exact same point in the road where it went off last time, went off again.
Mm.
Exact same point. And there's bumps all over town because it's shit house.
Sick Megan onto him.
Yeah.
She's here to look after you,
Yeah.
apparently.
So if you see any little kids about 4 foot high, long blonde hair, just kick them in the teeth.
Kick 'em.
You can't be too careful.
So even if it doesn't look like anything like the
Don't.
photo we just put up.
Even if it's got a hat on, it's getting kicked.
Megan with a 3.
Megan with a 3.
That
Look,
is no good.
You talking about that actually made me remember something that I done this week. So I got a iPad, a secondhand iPad from yourself actually.
Yeah, you
From
did.
Yeah. It's like proper locked out.
Mm.
So it was your missus' iPad, wasn't it?
Yeah. And we tried to,
Can't remember the password.
couldn't remember the password. So I was like, all right, no, that's fine. If you can't remember the password, love, it's all good. I'll just recover the password on your email.
Mm.
I don't have that email address anymore. What? And after we got married, she deleted her old email address. So
I didn't
there's
even
no
know
way
you
to
could
get it.
delete an old email address. I
Me
didn't know
neither.
it was possible.
Oh,
And
I
yeah,
couldn't figure out why you would do it
yeah.
for these sorts of reasons. But there's an iPad sitting there that cannot be used anymore.
She's locked out. Authentication lock or something, it says.
Yeah.
I thought-
You're going to take it to Telstra.
No, she's not a Telstra thing. She's an Apple thing. It
Oh.
can't be done. I called up Apple. So when I got it, I thought, no, I'll be able to sort this out. So I called up Apple. I've gone through a couple of different people on the call center thing. They've pretty much told me the same thing that she's done.
Yeah.
First bloke I called, he was like all fucking proper sad because we've got all the way through the process, and he's like, "Oh, there's it doesn't appear like there's much I can do for you. I'm sorry." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll just throw it out." And he's, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Neil. I'm so sorry." I'm like, "No, it's
Trade
useless,
it in.
mate. If I can't use it, what's the
trade it
point?"
in.
I don't have
and
a
he's
tablet now. I've got a Frisbee.
And he's like, "Oh, don't say that, Neil. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I couldn't help you. Like, it's not your fault, man.
It's not you, it's me.
It's not you, it's the iPad."
Wouldn't have it with a Samsung.
But so I've called up someone else, thought maybe I'll have a better luck with someone else because he sounded like a bit of a newbie.
Yeah.
Got on with Sheila. It was pretty straight to the point. She was a shorter, probably half the length phone call. ended up at the same result, but she wasn't sympathetic at all. She was
Yeah,
like,
right.
yeah, throw it out.
That's right.
Because it's theft prevention, isn't it?
It is. It's to
Yeah.
stop people stealing it. And we had all sorts of because her phone number is attached to the.
Yeah, it doesn't have that phone anymore either.
No, she does have that phone.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, so she could get messages for the authentication, but then it wanted the email to confirm.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't allow it. So I went through after talking to the Shell. I'm like, is there anything you can do about this? Like, I feel like this is a major fault. Like, if you've got a phone number, why wouldn't you just be able to use the phone number instead of the email? Doesn't that prove authentication unless you just stole everything in the
Can't
fucking
she
house?
nominate another email from
And
that phone number?
That's something I said as well. What about a family email or a family Apple account?
Yeah.
And she said, oh, I don't think that's possible. But she said there is a site that you can go to and you can request them to look into something, Apple to look into something.
Yep.
Yeah, like a fault you found. So I went in there and I told them the story about how the process, because it asks what you need to reproduce this same outcome and all of that. And it's come to the end of it, and it's got 2 questions here: expected results. And I said the expected results were to gain access to the device via family member's account or phone number. And it's got actual results. So I wrote in here, no access was granted. More waste for the world. This iPad could become part of an illegal dumping operation into the ocean, and possibly a turtle near the Solomon Islands will die because it will be casually minding its own business, thinking it found a scrumptious jellyfish for lunch one day. But no, it's an iPad, resulting in years of legal battle with Greenpeace and anti-Apple smear campaigns plastered all over the world. Think
The
of the
Apple's-
consequences, or just think of the turtles.
Yep.
Thank you, Neil.
Yep.
And he
Good.
respond.
Not as yet,
Nothing.
but
Look, it's
Fingers
about time
crossed.
someone took the fight to Apple, because you can tell they don't give a fuck. They gave a fuck about any sort of waste in the world. They would have finished that damn apple they took a bite out of on the front, and then they'd stop killing turtles around the world. Bugger them.
but I'm hoping to get a response. But yeah, I've tried messaging a few of these things, and for some reason they don't take me very seriously. But whenever I contact, just think of the turtle
I
stuff.
don't think people know how to reciprocate sarcasm, mate.
Yeah.
It's its own language, sarcasm. Yeah. So I picture, I don't know, Apple tech people reading that, and what do you think they'd think?
I don't think they think fuck all myself. But some people don't know how to take sarcasm. I don't reckon. They almost get offended by it.
Isn't it an older one?
An older what?
Older iPad?
Yeah, it's couple
It's,
like 8 years old or something.
It's 6 years old, I found out.
Okay.
Because we found out through its serial number and that.
There you go.
Thanks, Harley. We found out through its serial number and that that yeah, it's 6 years old, but 4th generation iPad, it still works. There's
Yep.
nothing wrong with it. I think
No, she
you and
does the
Mrs.
job.
only used it for about 6 months or a year or something, didn't
Yeah,
she,
yeah,
before she
bugger
actually
rolls
got
around.
locked out of it.
Yep.
So she's a brand newbie.
Yep. More waste for the world. Good
Yep.
on them.
Think of the turtles.
It's a shame, isn't it?
But I don't know. I don't really know how to go higher than that if I don't get a result. I want to pursue the issue. So I'll
Current
look for
affair.
Call them up.
call current affair.
Call current affair up.
Get them
Yeah.
onto this. Get old,
Tracy.
bring
Yeah.
Tracy out of retirement. Sort this
Yeah.
shit show out.
Tracy, get your
Think of the
apples out.
turtles. She's about the same age as Granny Smith now,
Aye.
isn't she? Or what?
I think it's apples. I think it's cakes.
Oh,
No.
good on you, Tracy.
She'll be able to sort it out. No, well, I'll get
Gotta
on
be a
to.
way, surely.
I'll find a way. I'll think of what the next outlet is, but at the moment I'm empty, so I think she's
Oh,
beer
dear.
time again.
Fucking oath.
So we're back. We've got some more beers.
Yeah. Thank me later. Yeah.
No,
Yes,
so
you've never heard a thank you yet for me getting his beers on here, live on here.
mm. Your point is
Another
Applause
cricket.
line.
No, continue. It's fine.
well, we're back from beers, and I seen something this week in the social medias, and I thought I'd show it to you because I thought it was pretty funny. So I'll throw it up on the TV here for you now. And this is actually the smallest frog in the world that they found.
Oh, the old micro frog.
Oh, micro frog. Have you ever seen it?
Where is he?
Here, I'll show you. This is him jumping.
Fuck yeah.
What the?
What's he
So he's-
fucking doing? Is he doing long jump
So
retarded or what?
he flies through the air and he can't land.
Oh,
It can't land.
you know what that reminds me of? You know them little dogs you get from the... you take a photo, mate. You know them little dogs you get from the cheap shop and you press the arse down on them and they do a backflip, but
Yeah.
they never land on their feet.
Oh,
So he's like
yeah.
a reverse cat.
Yep.
That's what a frog is.
A reverse
Never
cat.
lands on its feet.
A frog is a reverse cat.
Yep.
You've heard it here first.
Get on it.
Yeah.
Cat dog.
I read it.
Right?
Apparently, they're so small that they lose their perception of where they are. They lose their balance in the air because their ear canals are so small or something, and that regulates their balance.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And they're like the size of half of your fingernail or some shit. Half of your pinky fingernail, and that's how big that frog is.
That's
so
awesome.
when it jumps, it just floats through the air, and it lands however it lands. And they can't be reverse cats, reverse dogs or whatever. Can't be cats.
Yeah, I know, because it's a frog.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But they don't land on their feet.
Sarcasm. Do you
That's
work
a
at Apple?
reverse.
Or
So
what?
they're not landing on their feet, and cats always land on their feet.
I'm sorry, am I having a stroke right now? What are you fucking talking about? Can't be a reverse cat.
It can't be.
Doesn't
I
land on its
thought,
feet.
weren't you talking about the dog? Were you talking about a dog?
Oh, this is going on the fuck up.
Can't be a cat.
No, it can't be.
What were you talking about?
Mate, look,
Were you
we're not
talking
gonna go
about a
through
dog
this
or a
now.
cat?
Like, you'll listen to this back later and you'll be, I feel real silly right now. But I find it, not just to change the subject here, I find it interesting just how like useful your ears are in everything. Like, because if someone
mine
does the
aren't,
old,
obviously.
yeah, obviously. If someone does the old like slap of both ears and your ears are ringing, you shake around, don't you? Lose all sort of depth perception and
Never had it done.
balance. No, nothing. It's hard to do with earphones on later, but we'll have a go
See,
later.
Mark grew up getting a smack around the left ear
Yeah.
constantly,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Content
He's
expert
used to
on
it.
this.
Mm.
Yeah, I reckon Chopper Red would have went.
He's fucked, mate. Couldn't even stand.
He's fucked now, but yeah.
What about like the way the ears are shaped and all that to catch all the sound? I reckon a lot of them MMA fighters, they get that cauliflower ear, and like rugby players as well and shit like that. Yeah, wrestlers, yeah. And they get that cartilage build up there. It changes the shape of the ear, and the ear is designed to, as sound hits it, it funnels it all into your inner ear so you can hear it.
Yeah.
It'd just be like hitting a brick wall with them pricks.
So it's like an echo chamber. It
Yeah.
actually sends the sound back to you and you feel like you're talking to yourself.
So I reckon it's a misconception that people reckon they're dopey. They just can't fucking hear you. You go, oi, and they go, huh? They can't hear you, mate. Speak a little louder.
What about Van Gogh?
Yeah, oh, the painter.
Yeah, he fucking cut his ear off. Do you reckon he used to paint?
Painting?
Yeah. Do you reckon he used to paint stuff that pretty much looked like a photo, like a full HD photo? But then he cut his ear off and it was just all smeared everywhere because of the ear.
Yeah, he lost his balance.
Yeah. He just fucking lost it.
Pretty sure he wasn't even cool until he cut his ear off. Like he was painting well before
I
that.
think like any artist, he wasn't cool until he was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I
Mm.
hope we get found out before we fucking cark at the Telfie.
Yeah.
As a fellow oil painting myself.
Yeah. Obviously. Is it the same as off topic, but if your big toe's gone?
Yeah, I've heard that, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, you lose your balance.
It
Yeah.
actually holds
Only
you
the
up.
big toe.
The big toe.
Yeah, right.
It's when it holds you up and keeps you straight.
Is that why all the little piggies go to market and then that one stays right until the end? Because you'd be fucked without it.
Yeah, you can't.
The big toe is actually the one that goes to the market.
No, it's every one of them goes.
No, the little one stays home. The other one had roast beef. Mate, I've got a fucking 2-year-old, mate. I know what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, right.
You know how we talk about nursery rhymes?
Yeah.
What's the thing behind that?
Mate, I've tried to do some research but on that. But I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like I've read one little story. I was like, nah, that can't be it. I can make something better up about that. So I'll do some deep diving. There's got to be a story.
Yeah.
Every single story
Has to
that you
be.
tell to a kid
Has to be.
has got to have a sinister undertone. Every one
Mate,
of them.
I went to the movies on the holidays
Mm.
and watched Puss in Boots.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gotta go and watch it.
Good, eh?
It is a great movie.
What brand new one, eh?
Brand newy. Yep.
Does it have a lot of those the
Adult
innuendos,
jokes.
adult
Yeah,
things?
yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It's
Definitely.
Puss in Boots, mate. What do you
Puss.
reckon?
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the same actor? Isn't it Antonio Banderas?
That's him.
Beautiful. Nailed it.
He's there.
First go.
I think
Gotta go watch it.
they brought out filters on your phone. I seen. Did you see that? So you can actually, if you've got a cat,
Is it a lens filter?
I don't know what it is. I haven't been able to find it because I was going to try and put it on the Mrs. Cat and send her a photo because you can
Make it wear boots.
make it wear a hat, make
Oh.
it wear Puss in Boots hat.
Mm.
It'll be wandering around and just start talking.
They're pretty good, them filters on Snapchat, eh? Have you seen that one where old mate's walking down the road and he's got it in like front camera mode and he's wandering along and he'll come up beside someone and go, "Oi, who's that behind you?" And he'll put the photo on him and that filter makes a dude sort of pop up behind you.
Yeah,
Think he's behind you and everyone's ducking and doing the old right hook behind him and shit like that. It's fucking gold, eh?
I've seen one of those hidden camera shows there the other day actually. While we're on this sort of a subject. And there was these people standing in line in a servo. And you know how you got the security camera footage up above you when you come up to the counter in the servo.
Yeah.
And these people are either standing right at the servo counter or something, or next in line. And behind them is an old dude.
Oh, yeah.
And in the camera, they've edited in. They just do the old switcheroo and change old mate into the Grim Reaper.
Oh.
Wow,
Yeah.
cool.
So they're looking in the monitor, and you see these people, and there's just all the colour goes out of their face, and then they look back at old mate, and they look, and he like gives them a little wave
Oh,
when they
no
look back
way.
at him, and then they look at the screen, and he's like up there, and the skeleton's waving, and yeah.
Have
But
you seen when they backfire them? Like when those
and they get
sorts
a
of-
punch in the face or something.
Yeah, I remember watching one. They had the little grudge Sheila. Had a Sheila, they're like a little girl, like 10 years old or whatever. They dressed up, looked like the
yeah.
grudge, and they sat her in an elevator. People go in the elevator, start going down. They cut all the lights off, and the elevator didn't actually move. It sits there. All the lights turn off, and then they open up this little compartment, and the little girl pops out, and then they turn all the lights back on.
Oh.
And she's just sitting in the corner, black hair over the face, and they're freaking out.
Yeah, right.
And this dude, he's like, "Oh shit!" And he's like right in the corner there, and then the door's open, and he knees this kid in the face, and then runs for his life.
Yeah.
Holy shit! That'll teach you. Play silly games.
Yeah. I've seen
Cop
you know
that, Megan with a 3, you prick.
you know that Jack Frost. It's like a snowman.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's mainly over in the States.
Yep.
Obviously, we don't have fucking White Christmas here. They've got one of those set up on the street. It's like a snowman, and there's someone inside of it. And all these people want to pass it on the street. Don't you fucking laugh at me, Harley.
There's snowman in there.
No, there's a Sheila in there, in the snowman.
It's a Sheila.
And and the like all these people are pointing, laughing. They're like does a little move towards him or something, you know?
Oh, pretends
scare
it's
him.
a statue.
Yeah. And then they done the bloopers after that. Yeah, she got punched in the face a few times.
Oh,
Fuck
Yeah,
absolutely.
just some people's instant reaction is just that's a fight or flight, I
Yeah.
suppose.
That's it.
Mm.
And you never know what you're going to do until you're in that scenario, do you?
No,
That's why I like watching them, because they had like the killer clown ones that used to go around back in the day where old mate would have a mannequin
Pennywise.
on the ground. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pennywise. They'd have like a sledgy or something, have a mannequin on the ground, and he'd hit it, and like the head would be a balloon full of red paint or something. Go everywhere, and he'd start running at him. And there's this
I've seen
couple
that.
wandering along, and the clown has like looked over at him, smashed his red paint like as if he's scattering the head, and old mate has pushed his missus at the clown and ran the other way.
take her, not me.
Oh, fuck, how good would that be? Thinking, I just got to beat you, mate. I don't need to run fast. I just got to run faster than you.
Or I've seen a bloke dress his dog up as a spider, like a big spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, throws his spider suit on this dog, and he's got a couple of extra legs, and this dog's running towards people because it's a friendly dog,
Yeah, yeah.
and they're fucking shitting themselves thinking there's this 3 foot tall spider coming at them.
Fucking Harry Potter shit right there.
Yeah, it would be.
The people must get bored, doing that shit on social media. Like,
Making it.
yeah, well, not bored, but like people do some wild shit on there. Like, I stumbled upon this thing on Facebook the other day. It's every Spider-Man movie frame in order is the Facebook page. So it's every single frame from the Spider-Man movie, and it's got like thousands of followers on here, and it's got I think they're up to Spider-Man 3 or something at the moment. Page has been going for fucking years because it's
Alright.
every frame, it's every photo, and there's like one of him walking down the street, and every single frame of him walking down the street. It's got like frame, 2 million of 360 million or whatever. She's fucking wild. And someone's sitting there every day posting one.
Who does that?
I don't know. But I was like, fucking hell, that's a bit wild. And I looked it up. There's heaps of them. There's like a SpongeBob one as well. I don't know if it's the same bloke.
So you reckon that's someone from Marvel doing that?
No, I reckon it's some bloody 40-year-old virgin in his basement. Nothing better to do.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just getting thousands and thousands of likes.
In his Spider-Man
just opened my laptop to look something up. I was going to look up another one that I thought of, and there's this fucking weird thing. It's a screaming frog.
suit. Megan's
What
on
the
there.
It must be on. It must be on the frog playlist, and there's a screaming frog apparently.
Oh my god.
Screaming at me.
He's gonna make it at him.
Fucking Megan with a 3, you jumping frog. Oh, fuck, that has done me. Oh, shit.
No good.
You should have seen your face, eh?
It's like someone's catching you watching porn.
Yeah. Exactly the same motion, too. You slam the old computer, you put it over, you go. No, Mum, I'm just watching Screaming Frogs.
So I found this Gordon Ramsay clip,
Yeah.
and I'm going to play it for you. It's actually someone that's spliced together all of a whole bunch of different Gordon Ramsay clips into this.
Fuck, he'd
Oh.
have a lot of content, that bloke, too.
Look, just think about how much has gone in, how much effort's gone into this. And I didn't realize it had been made, but I just looked it up, and it's been made 11 years ago.
Holy shit.
But just have a listen.
They're right.
I'm going to give you some pointers for the big night. So, if you're feeling adventurous, follow this. You need a really nice, robust tart. What we're looking for is a really nice, broad, the most popular bird in the country, flexible body, semi-firm breasts, but quite bouncy. And then just lift up the skirt, and they get excited, so they look wet. Open up the legs, 2 beautiful thighs, 3 fingers. Get your hand, and always treat your hand like a sort of whisk. Push your fingers in there, and it's nice and moist and smelling very fragrant. And that confirms she's ready for up and down motion. That's not rocket science, is it? That's common sense. Do not be scared about the bottom. Don't worry. That's classed as the dark brown Rolls-Royce part. It's full of flavour. So treat it with some respect and get really nice and comfortable. And then turn her over and bang, up the butt. And this is where you need a small knob. Imagine you're holding a tennis racket or a little whisk. And then confident grip, firm push, 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 straight in the butt. Crack. And just up and down, up and down. It feels and sounds a little bit weird. And it's so easy to cream in literally minutes. Now the secret now is to make sure that we definitely don't go for a pee. Hold back and wait.
Good on you, Gordon. There you go, Gordon, yourself.
And then bang, out, bang, it pops out. You get to release it from the bottom and just drip a really nice white creamy liquid down the bottom to give it some form of decoration. Just almost like a little tap and just let it drizzle out. Now, don't touch your face, especially your eyes. It smells like fish. It's strong, it's slightly sour, but it's creamy and it's packed with fucking grease. It smells amazing. That smells amazing.
Oh, that's right.
Ramsay used quite fair dinkum. That is awesome. He's a legend, that bloke, eh?
Yeah. But imagine the effort that went into making that.
Yeah. Some people are crazy. Like, the effort that goes into making that is up there with the effort of screenshotting every friggin' Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, that's what
Frame
made me
by
think
frame.
of it. Yeah. There's so much, because that's multiple cooking shows. That wasn't just one cooking show. He was spliced together. There was obviously a lot of chicken in there.
Yeah.
With the thighs and the spreading and the
And they got the video on there as well of him spreading the chicken's legs, and it just looks wrong.
Pulling it back.
And it smells like fish. He's good, that fella. I used to watch that Kitchen Nightmares or whatever it was.
I like how just
He's
he's
raw.
blunt, straight to the point.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no fucking around. That's what we should have more of in real life, I reckon.
Yeah.
People tiptoe around worrying about hurting people's feelings and shit. Fuck that. People need to know shit to learn. Yeah.
If they want to learn, look, because he wanders in there to
Fuck
places.
it if they don't want to learn. They'll learn the hard way.
They fucking do. That's what the show's about. That's why it's good. Because he wanders in there and he goes, "Oh, you know, how are you going?" And they're like, "Yeah, good." And he goes, "It was fucking good. I wouldn't be here, would I?" Smashing them. My favourite little quote of his is he's got that Hell's Kitchen. I went to it in Vegas there. He's got it. Yeah, well, he wasn't there at the time, but he used to have the TV show he used to run there. And he'd have all these cooks. He's like, "If you're going to make it in my kitchen, mate, she's fast paced." And they'd all be going fucking hard at it, and people would mess up all the time. And he'd wander over there. And I remember one point there, he had these 2 pieces of bread, and he slammed it at the ears of this Asian Sheila, and he goes, "What are you?" She goes, "An idiot sandwich, chef." It's like, "What are you?" "I'm an idiot sandwich." Oh, fucking gold.
That's great.
He'd just get in people's faces, eh?
Yeah. I like
Can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Do you reckon someone like that now, like that was obviously a long time ago that he made it, for that clip to be spliced together when he was already famous 11 years ago? Do you reckon now he would be able to make it up, or would he just get slammed as being a harsh person and they wouldn't even televise anything? He wouldn't make it anyway.
All these shows aren't running anymore.
No, I don't know.
He's pretty long in the tooth now, I think, isn't he?
But he's made a name for himself already. Like, if he was starting out and just like a no-nonsense chef, be's a dick to everyone, like, it'd be good TV still, but if he's holding a piece of bread to old love's ears, calling her an idiot sandwich, he'd probably, get outsed, wouldn't he?
I reckon.
Yep. I don't think he'd make it. He's come into the fame at the right time.
Yeah.
If he come into it now, not happening.
It sounded like he was trying to come into it there before, didn't it?
Yeah, the waiting part.
You put it in the butt crack. That is gold.
He's good.
So, I've had something that's been troubling me lately.
Oh, yeah.
Telfer.
Is it
And I
the
wanted
face?
to ask you. It is.
Oh,
It
okay.
is.
Sleep.
Okay.
Oh, 12, righto.
Segment over. No. But I've been cruising around there. And I like to look at things and think about what the fuck's going on there. And lately my attention has been drawn to flatbed trucks.
Yep.
So you got your flatbed trucks, carry steel and random shit across the country. And I'll have a look at unloaded ones. And they look like they have a bow in them.
They do, yeah.
Yeah. So is that preloaded
It's preloaded
to take
spring.
the weight?
Yeah.
Well, like preloaded steel. So they obviously heat it up, set it in that, sit it on there so that when they put something really heavy on there, it's
Yeah,
extra
straight, yeah.
tension for the springs and shit.
No, I think it's just in the chassis rails.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, so when they load it up, they
It's
don't
just
bow
flat.
the wrong way.
Yeah, because like not necessarily water-wise sitting there, but bowing the wrong way would distribute the weight.
It would be,
Unevenly,
yeah,
wouldn't
it would. It would bounce.
Yeah,
If,
righto.
if your load's like that, it bounces on the steer.
Yeah, righto.
But if they're preloaded and the weight goes on and they sit level, you
Yeah.
don't get that bounce.
So if she's would over time would they sag?
Oh, I reckon so.
Yeah,
You see, the older ones wouldn't even have that.
yeah. Because I'm looking around, like tilt trays have it slightly,
Yeah.
but there's some like long flatbed trucks that like carry tires and mining equipment, shit like that. It's like fucking driving around with a banana.
Yeah, unloaded.
Yeah,
They're terrible.
it's ridiculous.
They bounce around when they're empty.
Imagine being a smart prick that thought of that.
Yeah, it's a bit in it, eh?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Even loading them.
Yep.
Because you used to drive floats, and how you load them, whether all your weight is on the back of the prime mover or it's half on the trailer or further back on the rear axles.
Yeah,
Just
because there's so
the
many.
truck will just react differently.
So
Yeah.
why do they call them floats?
Do they float?
Well, they don't. I don't think they would.
It's like a machine's floating on it.
But it's not.
So
it's
something
sitting
that
on
should be
something.
driving-
If I put something on a
You
table,
put
it's
a
not floating.
crane, but it's not moving.
No, but it's sitting on a table. It's not floating.
So they're referred to as low loaders too, aren't they?
Low loaders, floats.
Yeah, so low loader, low to the ground. If you squint your eyes and not look at the giant fucking truck bed, it
Yeah.
looks like it's floating.
There's a truck sitting on a trailer that's not actually on the ground and it's moving.
Yeah.
So it's floating.
And you get some bloke with a wand to sit outside.
Harry Potter.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You shall not pass.
Wrong movie, but we'll go there. Oh, fuck, we did. But yeah, yep.
That's a bit
So
of
I've asked a few people about this,
Yeah.
and they've looked at me like, you're a fucking idiot.
They're obviously not looking at trucks.
No. And I thought, you know who would know? Telfer.
Mm.
And I tried to do a bit of research before I asked you because I didn't want to feature in the fuck up section, but I think we got a fair bit of that fall today, don't we? Hey.
Who are we looking at?
Fucking Harley.
Where?
Yeah, no, they're designed like that. Take loads.
Take loads.
Take the load.
Take the load.
A lot of your bridges and stuff are the same.
Ah.
Or
yep.
your I-beams or bridge girders, they call them. They're the same thing. They're preloaded, but they're arched up like that.
Like Gordon Ramsay's chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Get the
Arched
back
up.
out.
Ready to take the load.
Yep.
Once the... Nah, I'm not going to go there. Once girders arched up. No.
That's the
But
girders.
does that where girders name come from? Because girders are obviously used years ago. Someone's like, it's going to be a strong shield of this one, I'll call a girder.
Oh, Gertie.
Oh, Gertie. Do you think there's any merit in that?
I don't know. I'm thinking of tough titties now.
He was to hold it in,
Well,
wasn't it?
Tough titties. Like, where does tough titties fit into that? Is that like she's a strong Sheila? She's got tough titties, that Sheila. But
Butchie.
they're pretty soft, I think.
Oh, depends.
Depends.
Well, what's tough titties? Bolt-ons.
Yeah, bolt-ons. They're bloody. I remember an auntie of ours had the bolt-ons there, and you go over there and hey, how you going, old love?
You were grabbing on them?
No. It
Oh,
was,
yeah. Trying to undo the bolts.
get me a 10 mil. No. No, but you wander up there and, Christmas time or whatever, you'd see them and you'd give them a hug there and it used to fucking hurt.
They get hard.
Oh, they're fucking
Some of
hard,
them
eh?
Yeah.
It was like she had rocks in there.
Mm.
Terrible.
Yeah, they're not the same as the real ones. Yeah.
I don't think the saying's about tits, but
Tough titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that's where it comes from.
nah,
What's it about?
it's just fucking. Yeah, the
Fucking.
fucking crumbles. Get over it.
Yeah, how the cookie crumbles.
Well, how does the cookie crumbles however the fucking wants, doesn't it?
Exactly.
So you can't
Shit
do nothing
happens.
about it, so you just keep going.
So
Fucking oath.
titties are tough, too bad. That's what happens sometimes.
Don't cry over spilt milk.
Yeah.
Who actually
Yeah,
cried over spilt milk?
Someone who had tough titties, obviously.
Couldn't get the milk out of it.
Yeah. Trying to get blood out of a stone, milk out of a rock.
Well,
Fucking hell.
I'm due for a drink again,
Yeah,
so
fucking oath.
you're going to have to pull up.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to throw that in too.
What'd you do?
In half cut there, you're listening to it, and all you can hear is because you're obviously got a few under your belt and just
Yeah.
super interested in the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and the old nose hairs are fucking rustling in the breeze.
So we're thinking that's like an old man thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back from beers
Oh,
too.
yeah, no,
Just
yeah,
thought we'd
fuck,
mention
we're
everyone,
back.
but yeah.
We're just taking piss out of telephone.
Always.
Well, you know how you've mentioned before to us about how the breathing in the mic is actually breathing, not rustling past the nose hairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're wondering how many old man traits you can pick up and what stage you sort of get them.
Eyebrows.
Yeah.
Eyebrows get real bushy, yeah.
Well, I got to get every time I get a haircut, I get my eyebrows trimmed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long you had to do that for?
Oh,
I want to know what to expect.
probably 32.
32. That is very
32
specific.
years or 32?
When I was 32,
Yeah, right.
started to get my eyebrows.
How old are you,
trimmed
Neil?
up.
Yeah.
Thinking
Look, I'm
about
not. I think I'm 32.
Won't be
it.
long.
You get them trimmed up.
No,
You get them waxed.
no.
Well,
You sure?
when he
Yeah.
when he goes on the internet, eyebrows.
Get them
Eyebrows.
waxed. Do they look waxed?
They look waxed.
Yeah, right.
They do.
They do
They
look waxed.
fucking.
Shaves his arms and everything. Like, come on.
I shaved my arms to show off the ink, but
Define the tattoos.
waxing my eyebrows, I don't think so.
Mm.
I have shaved my ass before though.
Have you?
Mm.
Would
Yep.
you use bush lemon after?
The what?
Bush,
Bush
lemon.
lemon.
Bush lemon.
Yeah.
Fuck's that?
Haven't you heard about this?
No.
Why don't you fill this bloke in?
We'll get Ramsay
No.
on.
Shaved my ass because I thought, why not?
Shaved your ass
If I
cheeks.
can give it a go. Yeah.
Did you
All
save
the way right in the middle.
Right into the gate.
Right into
Yeah.
the starfish.
She was all done.
Did you save
all
on
clean.
toilet paper?
No, it seemed to just spread everywhere.
Oh.
I don't know why. It just didn't. It
Nothing
didn't.
to slow it down. The terminal velocity.
It didn't really work too well. But one thing I noticed is no more silent farts.
What about when you fart?
Ah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
get the
When you
bubbles,
fart,
you get a bubble. Like
No, it's
climb
not
up
even,
your
it's
ass
like-
cheek, trying to get out.
no, it's just
Is that what's that
There's-
old mate behind you?
just the cheeks slapping together.
Oh fuck yeah! It's like a balloon when you
No,
stretch
so-
the end of it.
No, it's because the hairs in your ass crack, they'll let
A
wind
buffer
slip.
zone.
Yeah. They'll let the wind slip through.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the hair there, it's just cheek on cheek, just slapping in the wind.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't think it's supposed to
Like a
slap,
screen door that isn't closed in a storm.
Oh yeah, Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly the analogy. I was
Probably-
looking
They're
for.
A
not
broken
like you could sit
garage
there
door.
and you know how sometimes you
the back
concentrate.
one.
You know how sometimes you concentrate to try and do a sly one.
Shit.
They're not
fuck.
shit.
When you strike mud. I mean, there.
No, do the sly fart, but you could concentrate as much as you possibly could. Wouldn't make a difference.
Makes
She'd
it
still
worse.
be.
You know, how far did you go with it? Did you try other techniques? Can I tell you one of my techniques?
You'd have to spread your ass cheeks
There we
apart.
go.
I did
So-
try that. Yeah.
You're sitting down.
Where do you go? Frozen chook position in
You
the
do
shower.
the old shimmy to the right. The right works better than the left for some reason. You do the old shimmy to the right, so you're on your left ass cheek. Do the quick shimmy, and you just go, whoosh, and she's gone.
Yeah, right. Do a little
No
jump.
noise. Yeah, do a little jump and shimmy.
And this is while you've got your ass shaved.
gravity does the rest. No, I don't shave me. I'm not a freaking gay baby.
Well, you said how much did you try?
I thought you were getting how many
No,
positions
it was.
you can say.
I was using. I was trying to clue people into a silent farting technique.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Do you have another technique?
it's just gonna be
No,
tighter.
you were starting it.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
tight.
I said mine. What do you got, mate?
I don't have a technique.
Oh, fuck me dead, mate. What are we even doing here?
His cheeks are just flat.
Flapping like his gums.
Yeah. So eyebrows to us.
Yeah. Well, what other old man traits? Fuck, we've got a fat for
I
a bit.
think one of it might be fucking ass beards.
Ass beards.
Hey, stop shaving your asshole.
Yeah, well, I've wondered if mine's just coming in thicker since I had the shave, but
Coming
maybe
in
I'm just
thicker?
getting maybe I'm just getting older.
Was it painful when it grew back and you got the little tiny hairs that
Little
rub
prickly?
against each other?
Yeah.
No?
No,
I suppose you'd be used to pricks around that area.
no, it wasn't painful.
Yeah, right, eh? What did you have? You waxed it?
Waxed it.
Had a few whacks.
Had the Brazilian X.
No,
That's waxing of the ass.
no, you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So you know what I'm talking about then, having
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
There's no silent farts, is there?
Nah.
No.
It feels better.
Yeah, it does feel better.
Oh, it feels
but-
better.
What did you think when you had a shit? You reckon it was cleaner?
Yeah, definitely.
Nah, I felt like I was just. Oh, it was obviously just I wasn't used to the feeling. I reckon because I don't think I was spreading shit everywhere,
Yeah.
but that's what it felt like because the paper's so clean and it's rubbing on fucking just skin.
Yeah.
No, there's no grip there. Just felt like it was just sliding halfway over your back, basically.
What are you? What are you pulling
GT
it all the way up?
No, that might be an exaggeration how far I went, but yeah, like you know what I mean.
Old snail trail on the back.
Yeah, I couldn't tell when it was done
Oh,
because
really?
it just felt so smooth, sort of thing.
Is it
So
a
you're like,
habit?
oh, that's
It's just a habit that you got to look at your shit when you get up from the toilet. Like you look back in the toilet.
I definitely had to when that was
Just
happening.
to make sure.
It's just a thing, eh?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Are you
Well-
a folder or a scruncher?
Scruncher.
Scruncher? Really? There you go.
Scratcher.
Scruncher.
I'm a folder.
Yeah. Look like one.
How do you get it clean? How do you get it clean?
Look, it takes a while.
Especially if it's hairy.
Yeah, see the hairs there? Puts it all into one spot. You know where it is.
Hmm.
I mean, it doesn't spread everywhere. So you know where it is. You know where to find it.
I think you're dragging it too long.
Yeah, when you fold it,
Get
you
and
mean.
Sweep it. Yeah.
I feel like you waste too much paper if you scrunch it.
That's the idea.
Average,
So
how
that-
many squares do you use?
I don't know.
I
You
think
don't know.
4.
Four?
Or I think 4.
Mate, I had to change my technique around COVID times. Because toilet paper was as
Premium.
scarce as a good joke on this show.
Yeah.
And you had to, like, I've got it down to 3. Three
Squares.
squares, an average of 3 to 4 of them, and I'm good.
The 12 squares.
12 squares, quick math.
Yeah, I was single all through COVID times.
Yeah.
Single for quite a while, and
What? Toilet paper.
So
No,
they
well-
to do with shit.
it is amazing how little toilet paper you go through
Oh,
as
yeah.
a single bloke.
Absolutely.
I had I was not worried because just before all the COVID toilet paper buying stuff. I bought a big 24 pack of, what is it, Rolly? What's that fucking
Whatever it is, Quilton.
Quilton? Yeah.
Quilton.
But so
Bought
you
a-
didn't go through as much toilet paper as a single bloke. So obviously done in the shower. Or you had,
Oh, so compared to
No,
all you
no.
had
tissues on hand.
No, I didn't.
Well, on hand.
No,
Yeah,
I
on
mean,
hand.
one person household, single bloke,
Oh.
no one living with me. And that lasted me all through COVID times. I did get concerned right towards the end, and he gave me mum a call up. I'm like, look, I'm going to have to borrow some, I think. It's getting down to the nitty gritty.
Just so you can go back to the shop.
How many Sorblan cream bottles did you go through though?
What?
You still don't know what I'm talking about, do you? You gotta listen back to this one.
No, I'm with you. But no, I'm talking about wiping my ass. Fuck's
Oh,
sake.
okay, right. I see.
Yeah. But yeah, didn't go through the big pack. I got worried towards the end, and I thought if I get down to the last couple, I'll just go for a shower every time after a shit.
Oh, bidet.
Yeah.
Have you ever
It's
been that desperate that you've run out in a place?
in
Run
a
out of
place?
toilet paper. Like, let's just say you've gone to a public toilet somewhere, and fucking hell, I've got to go. You get in there, bang.
Bang.
Oh, sorry. You get in there, shit, and you look over.
No
There's no
toilet
toilet paper.
No, I haven't actually. I've been concerned about it, but
Yeah.
never been in the situation.
Someone does paintings like that, don't they? Butterfly effect.
That's you reckon that's what they write people's number on the toilet wall in when they run out? They just they go.
I
Oh,
don't know.
Jesus Christ! That happened to me once. I was in in Emerald at the local park there or whatever. It's like shit. I've got to go. I ran. Lucky I had my phone on me at the time. Didn't use my phone. Hang on, let me get to it. So I was in there, done whatever, and I was like, oh shit, there's no way to clean this up because there's no toilet paper in there. So I had to call the missus to get some tissues out of the car. And there was like kids playing around as well, and they're like, "Oh, you're down in there, hurry up, get out." So the missus had to walk past these little kids, chuck the old bloody tissue paper over the thing there, and I had to use that. So I was farting aloe vera for the rest of the day. It was good. Old koala
Because
fart.
they knew there was no toilet paper in there because they were in there shitting all day.
You reckon they stole it and they're stitching me up? Come on, mate, get out of there.
Yeah.
I was like, hang on a minute, I'm not
I
done.
reckon they would have known.
Bastards. I was
No
about to
toilet
tear
paper.
me pockets off, eh? No good.
Couldn't snap him more clean,
I
eh?
was looking there. I was like, lucky I'm wearing shoes. I got socks on here. I got a couple of wipes here.
Do you think that thing snapping it off clean?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever done the snapping it off clean. I'll give the old wipe
Not
to
after
check.
you've been describing your farts, Terry. I don't think you could.
I knew we were good at talking shit, but
Yeah.
this is next level.
Literally.
Isn't it?
Old man traits.
Old man traits.
What about hairy ears?
Here he is. Yeah, I've started
Starting to
getting
get
them.
Have you?
Yep. They're coming in. I've got this little fucking trimmer, ear and nose trimmer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the guy. Yeah.
That's what they do.
Mm.
I feel like there's a couple more of them, and you're going to research them and get back to us, I reckon. The
Old man traits.
Old man traits.
Oh, we're talking about the buzzer.
Oh, the buzzer. Fucking oath.
Yeah, it's probably a few, eh?
Yep.
Another thing I want to talk to you about, there's a new series on TV. I think it may be Netflix. It's called Black Snow.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's hooked me and I started watching it. And then I had to watch the whole lot in one night.
That's how they get you a binge
That's
watch.
how they get you.
What is it?
But luckily they had the whole lot downloaded.
Yeah.
Else I would have been waiting 6 weeks.
Yeah. Bloody,
So it's a cold case. It's a...
Oh, like murder mystery sort of.
Yeah, it's Australian. It's based in a town. I don't know exactly where the town is, but it's between Mackay and Townsville.
Mm.
It's an actual event that they've based the show on. Yeah.
and the main actor, he's out of Vikings, eh?
Yeah,
he's
he's,
Ragnar out of Vikings.
He's a cold case detective.
Yeah. Yep. I've been on that for a little bit.
Great show. Watch it.
Yeah.
I won't give it away, but yeah,
Yep.
it's definitely
get on
worth
it.
the watch.
No spoilers here, mate.
No
Black
spoilers.
Snow.
Black Snow, it's called.
Why is it called Black Snow?
Because
there's
the cane.
Ah, right. I was going to say there's no snow in between anywhere near where you were talking about.
Nah, it's burning the cane.
Yeah, right.
Soot.
Did they film a little bit of that around this area? Because I remember seeing a photo of that actor at the bloody Emerald Bakery, like 45 minutes away from us.
Oh, don't know.
Yeah. And they were like, oh, old
Thought it
mate
was
from Vikings.
Filmed up there, but could have been.
Do you reckon that gets annoying for them? Them actors like that absolutely nail a role, and no matter what they do from then on, they are known from old mate from Vikings.
I reckon that's probably their worst fear.
Yeah.
No one wants to do that.
See, 'cause-
That McConaughey book that I read that I was telling you about,
yeah.
he went and reinvented himself because he was that...
What, he put a fucking shirt on?
pretty much, yeah. He was that, heartthrob sort of in all those corny movies and that sort of stuff.
All the girly flicks.
Rom-coms. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was a rom-com guy and he was getting offers for a shitload of
only
money
that, yeah.
for only that.
Yeah.
And they weren't considering him in serious roles. So he just took, was it 18 months to 2 years off acting, just pushing for, I want a serious role. Give me a serious role. Applying for these, going through his agent, all that sort of stuff. Knocked back millions of dollars, he reckoned, just because he didn't want to be known as that rom-com guy.
Yep.
That's a smart way to do it, eh? Reinvent yourself.
Look, he's actually Australian.
That dude.
Yeah.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
No, he's not.
It is.
Stayed here for 12 months.
No, he's Australian.
Matthew McConaughey.
No.
Oh, I was going to say.
Oh, the Vikings
The
dude.
Vikings dude.
Yeah, well, that makes a lot of sense, eh? Because
Yeah,
someone
how
was.
in that.
Yeah.
How he's pretty eccentric.
Yep.
That's how he is.
Awesome.
I've seen a few shows of him.
Yep.
And he's done a couple of cop shows. Same mannerism. Through the whole lot.
Seems like an interesting dude, eh?
Yeah.
Like, you can tell he's playing a character, but you can tell he's fucking getting into it.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Nah, it's a great show. Have a look at it. Let me know.
Get onto it. I'm going to get onto it. We'll talk about it here.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
fair warning to anyone listening, there will be spoilers ahead.
Good Australian show.
Well, another thing I wanted to talk to you about was the David Goggins book.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So he's actually got two now, but I read the first one. I put it off for so long. Finally read it, and it's a fucking good book. You've actually started watching it, haven't you, Tel? Yeah.
I've started it.
Yeah.
I think I'm on to chapter 2.
Have you got through his upbringing and that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a bit of an rough sort of an upbringing,
Yeah. Was.
Yeah.
I sort of wasn't too inspiring. Mine was sort of the same. Like, come from a broken family. Mum was always in an abusive relationship, so
Yep.
that part really didn't inspire me too much. But
No,
it's the same.
I had the same thoughts. You haven't read it, have you, Mark?
No, I haven't.
No.
So, enlighten.
I had the same thoughts around it.
Yeah.
Not that I've experienced any of that sort of abuse in my younger years and that, but he talks about his dad giving him floggings for nothing and that sort of stuff. And like, I believe his story. It's not that I'm not believing him. It's just, it made me wonder about the perception of kids. Like, when you're a kid and you're not fully developed in your mind and that, you'd think you're just getting a beating for fuck all the time. Because anything that I think, well, I actually can't fucking remember, to tell you the truth, what I got flogging for. I know I got heaps of floggings because I remember the floggings,
Got a
but
lot of
I
life
can't.
experience to lean on here.
But I can't specifically remember what they were for. But whatever it was, it made me learn a lesson.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just made me think about the perception. Like,
The
it's
perspective of
always
it, you mean.
it's always bad when you're looking back at it, especially when you're a developing kid.
Yeah.
And that's the position I was at probably the stage you're at.
Yeah.
A couple of chapters in, I was like, don't know what to think.
Yeah.
But as the book goes on, you realise that
Yep.
I had a pretty fucked up sort of an upbringing. I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
So it's probably as bad as what he's saying.
Yep.
But I just thought it was interesting the perception of
What-
children in that.
And you think, what makes a person like that? because he's obviously just 100% whatever he's doing. And I haven't read these books, but I've listened to a couple of podcasts he's been on and stuff like that. And he's a pretty interesting and full throttle character. I think he's actually coming to Australia shortly too.
Is he?
Doing a tour around here for his new book.
Running? Just running around the country?
No,
He would be.
he runs to the ship. He jogs on the spot all the way here, gets off, and then keeps running.
Get hard, motherfuckers.
No, he's a weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, it made me think at that stage of the book anyway, because I wrote my thoughts down while I was reading it.
Yeah.
It made me think about that actions need consequences, I suppose. If you do something wrong when you're a kid, if it's justified, I understand his upbringing is ridiculous, but
I got to think of the timing of it, like when it was, the era back then. It would have been a common thing,
yeah,
I would
yeah.
think.
How old
But-
was he at this stage? Was he old enough to learn a lesson from it, or was it just a senseless beating?
No, he was old enough to learn a lesson from it, but just it was a senseless beating in regards to what he was getting beating for.
Okay.
Apparently, it was nothing.
The old man was just very controlling.
Yeah, right.
Wanted to control everything.
And he was putting his mum down. The old man was putting the mum down, and that so she wouldn't leave, just pummel her into existence.
Yeah.
Into submission.
Into submission, yes.
Yep.
And I thought it was ironic because his dad's name was Trueness,
And he was a liar.
and all he was doing was lying.
Fair
I thought that was fucking odd.
Ironic, isn't it?
Yep, Trueness. Yeah, they'll believe anything I say. But no, he was a bloke in the community, and big spoiler, I suppose. But no, I won't go into it. I won't spoil it. You should read it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Interested.
yeah, I thought that was interesting.
And like these are things that we'll be touching on this because it's relatable to everyone.
Yeah.
How people grow up makes them what they are when they grow up.
Definitely.
How moldable people are. So it'll be interesting.
You could even choose to go down that same road or change it.
Yeah, it's all about choices. You repeat the behaviour that's reflected on you,
Yeah.
or like I think you've got a theory on drinking and stuff like that. That's pretty similar. They reckon that people like addiction is hereditary. Like if people that are addicted to something, more likely than not, their kids might be susceptible to it as well. But there's two roads they normally go down. It's either, righto, my dad was a drunk, so I'll be a drunk, or my dad was a drunk, or I'll be sober as a fucking judge.
I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
I'd just completely change.
I've seen things on the social medias there years ago when I was on them all the time. And yeah, it was like two twin boys grew up with an alcoholic father, and exactly what Mark was saying. One of them's turned out to be fully sober all the time. One of them's turned out to be a drunk.
Yeah.
And afterwards, when they're asking like, well, why are you fully sober? And the answer is the same for both of them. Because my dad was a drunk, for the sober guy, and for the drunk guy, because my dad was a drunk. So it depends what you get from the situation.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all about
Yeah.
perspective. And like
So
you're
you can
saying,
think, me dad's flogging me, that's what you do. Or me dad's flogging me, I'm not going to fucking be like that. And then in regards to his mum, like she's copping floggings and that sort of stuff, just that's like a projection thing. People
I think that's what breaks the deal. I know myself, like watching that's what breaks the deal. That's what changes you. When you see what your mum goes through.
because it's your mum.
Yeah.
Look,
And that's flicks a switch inside of you and say, nah, it's not going to happen anymore.
she's the end of the road when
Yeah.
it gets to there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what the controlling people do. They try and
Oh, yeah.
pummel the person that they're with into a box,
Yep.
make them feel like shit, put them down all the time.
You will be what I want you to be.
And keep them locked up.
Yeah.
They don't want them to see what happens outside the outside world or the normal world.
Isolation's
Just
a
need
major
to
step.
keep them locked up. Don't go out anywhere. Stay here, do this, do that, do that.
Yeah.
The old, all your family's a bit weird. Don't talk to them.
Yeah,
Talk
nah,
to me.
Don't go over there.
If anyone is in that situation, anyone listening, I reckon they'd like just fucking don't listen to it.
Wow.
Yeah, break out.
Talk to people.
Get away.
Yeah, get away.
You don't
If
have
you
to put
if
up
you
with
think
that
that's
shit.
a healthy situation, they're a good person, you're trying to put it in a good light or whatever, that the person that's trying to put you down or whatever.
And the more you
It's fucking
try and
not.
convince people about that, you find you're just trying to convince yourself.
Yeah.
I heard a little thing there a little while back. You are the average of all the people you hang out with.
Absolutely.
So if you're only hanging out with one person and you find yourself as a toxic person or not very happy, you got to start thinking about what's going on there and why. Like, if you feel yourself in a bit of a hole, you think, fuck, what's going on here? Have a little think about who you're hanging around, what's going on in your life. Have a think about why before you dwell on what's going on.
Yeah.
Because that's the easiest thing to change. Like, all the first thing you should start looking at changing.
Mm.
Get out and about, new experiences, new people, have a bit of fun.
Look who you're hanging with.
Yeah.
That's a good one because it's not even just the relationships you're in, it's the people that you hang out with.
Yeah.
People you hang out with, work, private life, bosses, supervisors, teachers, whatever. People in authority positions are basically, it's a relationship.
Mm.
So it can transfer down the line. Yeah, not good. Another thing he spoke about in the book was visualization. It was like looking forward to the goal that you want to accomplish, thinking about the process and that sort of stuff.
Yep.
How you're going to get there, complications you're going to see along the way. And he reckons that's what made him get through things a lot better, whether it was whatever he done basically all through his life.
Like light at the end of the tunnel.
No, not light at the end of the tunnel. It was if he had military training for the day. It's like, right, what could go wrong? My socks could fuck up. I'll bring another pair of socks. Be prepared for what the fuck ever.
Because life sucks, guys. Get onto it. Pull your socks up.
Yeah. No, it was just being prepared by thinking. I know some people probably think it's overthinking, but I don't believe overthinking is the thing. I think overthinking is something that people that don't think about all the possibilities and things say.
Mm.
It's thinking far ahead to see the mistakes that you're going to make so you don't have to have them in hindsight.
Yeah.
You can deal with those situations when they come instead of getting to the situation and be like, oh, fuck, what do I do now? And freeze up.
Yep.
And you can do that to a certain degree.
You can.
And then sometimes you just got to jump in, eh?
Yeah.
Still fuck up.
It's a healthy man. You got to fuck up to learn, don't you?
Which I'll refer to this
You gotta make
podcast stuff
mistakes to learn.
up until this session, hopefully. Like I've said earlier, this will be our first YouTube session. But if Mark didn't push me to release anything, this would be our first session whatsoever, and we wouldn't have even made it this far because we would have been however many months into this, doing this now, and we wouldn't have released anything.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have been good enough.
I feel like
that's not the quality we're looking for. Nah.
your security safety net is high, which isn't a bad thing. But like there's that old saying, got to break a few eggs to make an omelette.
Yeah.
You got to talk about a bit of boring shit to find some interesting shit.
Absolutely.
And I hope people listen to this and find a bit of interesting shit out of it. And if you don't, I don't care.
Well, it's not even the boring shit stuff. It's the whole putting the podcast together.
Yeah.
They're getting the cameras working and getting all our audio sorted and that sort of stuff. If you
She's a
listen to our
fucking-
first session, she was a long way away from where we are now. We're just fucking learning along the way. And in certain situations, you might not have a teacher.
That's right.
You pretty much got to teach yourself, and the only way to teach yourself is to fuck up. So don't be afraid of failures,
Nah.
which is another thing I think he says in the book.
Yep.
If you're afraid of failures, how the fuck are you going to learn?
You're never going to get anywhere.
No. You're going to be your biggest teacher in life, really.
I see. I've got a terrible analogy for you, Tel. I
Go
see
on,
this
this'll
whole
be right.
process as a fucking Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's.
You think the fuck is this bloke doing? You know, he's moving it around. Oh, yeah, put that one over there, that one over there. You don't quite know where to put everything. Over time, over repetition, you figure out how to do it. Once you do it, you know which turns to do. Once you figure out your turns, she's good to go. You've got everything where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
So have you done it?
Rubik's Cubes?
Yep.
No.
Good advice, Mark.
Get on it.
Take this thing I've never tried before.
Smart as fuck. SMRT. Get onto it.
I've learned how to cheat on a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Pull the corners
pull
out
all
and
the
pull it all
fucking-
apart to put them back
See-
together again.
You know, and that was my next analogy. If you can't finish a Rubik's Cube, peel the stickers off, put them on there.
Nah, see, I was a better cheater. Just move the blocks.
What do you undid the Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, you can bust the corner ones out.
See,
Holy
look,
fuck.
Mark's got no fucking idea.
No,
Never
yeah,
learned
Go
that.
on, go on and tell me
Just
your
an expert
analogy on the
cheater.
Rubik's Cube. Oh, he's an outside the box thinker.
Pull the box to pieces. Thinking.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay.
Pull the pieces.
Sharpening the knife, this bloke.
David actually goes through that about cheating on schoolwork and all that shit. I had to do the same thing.
Cheat on schoolwork. What?
Yeah.
What do you
Cheat on
mean?
Schoolwork, all your tests
Oh,
and homework and all that
in the
shit.
Goggins one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talks about that. Yeah.
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 So that's how I could sort of relate to it and think, oh, didn't everyone do that? Like, it's not that special.
No, I don't remember
Never
cheating
a
off the
day in
bloke
my
beside
life.
me. Like, I mean, I got shit marks.
Yeah.
Maybe I just wasn't smart enough.
Fuck off, mate. We're not even related. He missed that joke, didn't he? That would have been good.
Missed it.
You dodged a bullet.
Yeah, so as soon as grade 10 was done, I was out.
Yeah,
Didn't even pass grade 10. See you later.
fuck it, catcher.
Wasting my time here.
Another thing he talks about is callousing your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's again preparing for the what could be sort of thing.
Harden it up.
Harden it up. Yeah. Prepare.
Callous of
Resistance training, yeah.
Yep.
The
And-
old fencer's hands.
And it's sort of a persistence. Persistence is the key sort of thing.
palm. Yeah.
Just if you fail, use that as learning, move forward, like we already said.
Oh, I like that. That's a pretty good analogy too. Better than fucking Rubik's Cube. Callous your mind. See,
Callous
maybe you
your
were thinking
mind.
about that in the wrong way. Callous your mind. You were just beating your head against anything that would move.
I've just calloused the outside of like my skull.
Ah.
Yeah.
Now it is harder because there's metal there.
Yeah. I'm working towards it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skull fractures, get on them.
Yeah.
Good
Get
thing.
on. Skull fractures, get on. Oh, fucking hell.
But I won't spoil the because he's actually got a pull-ups world record.
Oh,
World
like
record
the
in
amount
pull-ups.
of pull-ups he used before he learned to be toilet trained? Or?
No.
No.
Have you heard about that already? The way you're nodding, Telf?
No, I haven't heard that.
No. Well, I'll leave that.
yeah.
I won't spoil it for you. Just
And
wait.
this'll come up again.
It will.
Goggins.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an inspirational character, so it will come up again. Oh, something really good that I got from it.
Mm.
He was talking about uncommon amongst common.
Uncommon amongst uncommon.
Uncommon. He's like
The outlier amongst outliers.
he's in this fucking niche category basically, and he started looking towards people as like getting angry with them that they couldn't keep up. So you do a beat down on them because they couldn't keep up, instead of doing the opposite and trying to lift them up.
Yeah.
Using himself as the benchmark rather than realising that 90% of the world
Yeah.
doesn't run a marathon every
Well,
day.
I don't know if it was
like him, and he was.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was a
Frustrated, why not?
self-reflection on himself or it's something that he thought other people could have done better. Like if you're up in this pinnacle sort,
Yeah.
up in the top echelon of doing whatever you're doing, and you're getting the shits with everyone that's not doing it properly,
Mm.
then fucking teach them, give them a leg up, like, and don't patronize people, but you can bring them up to your level. And I think it's got like a double meaning or a double use, that as well. If you don't feel like you're at the top pinnacle, maybe ask the people that are in it,
Yeah.
for advice. You know, they can help you along the way.
Yeah.
So everyone sort of lifts each other up, I suppose. Well,
Yeah,
that's what I got from it.
Everyone's got to play the game, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not everyone in the top section want to help people down below because then
No, but that's
they
what I'm
stand
meaning.
out.
They
won't
should.
stand out as much.
It's bad in our industry. So we're all miners,
Yeah.
and I know there's a lot that gets missed out when people are training other people, and it's almost a deliberate thing sometimes
Oh,
because
definitely.
I don't want to give away my secrets.
Yeah. There's two
But you're
types.
hindering the next generation.
There's two types of people in that. There's the upper echelon, like you're talking about, and then there's people who put themselves on a pedestal. So if you put yourself on a pedestal, everyone's below you. But like you're saying, people who think they're in the upper echelon will try and help people to get to the same level as them. And you isolate them two people. You got upper echelon, people that are on a pedestal, they're on the same line. But only one of them's helping the bloke below them to reach up. So you think about people climbing a rope ladder or like in an army term like Goggins would do. Got them obstacle course. Got old mate, focused as fuck. I'm going to flog everyone here. Up there over the obstacle course and gone. And there's the other bloke. He's just as fast as old mate beside him. He gets up the top. And he looks down before he climbs over that wall, and he helps the next bloke over, and then he's off.
Yep.
So
especially in your army sort of a situation.
Because it is team.
It's meant to be a team. But
Yeah.
there's no reason that anything else shouldn't be a team. Like in our environment. Should be a team.
Champion team will beat a team of champions every day of the week. If you're in it for yourself, you're not gonna contribute properly.
Yeah. And then this is outside of the book. I actually just listened to a Joe Rogan podcast with him in it. He's been on there a couple of times. But he talks about your head is a garage. And if the garage
I can
isn't...
see the roller door from here.
No, and he reckons if you don't have the garage clean and organised, it's going to be a mess. You're not going to be able to do anything productive in there.
Yeah.
Like if you clean it and organise it, you'll actually have room for other shit. So he reckons just fucking sort your own garage out. If your head is a garage, sort your shit out.
Yeah.
Get a clear head and then move forward into things. You'll have room for other things. And I think he was referring to his training. So exercise I find clears my head.
Oh, definitely.
It just fucking blows all the demons out. Yeah. But he does have another book, and I think it's called Never Finished.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm not going to
Has he
read that
done it
one.
yet, or?
Yeah, I'm not going to read that one yet because I'm going to wait for him to finish it. So,
He's going to binge watch it.
but I'll get to that at some stage. Whenever he's ready, I'll get to it.
Finished.
But like, this isn't the whole of book one. Like, this will be an ongoing conversation.
This is a snapshot because it is a fucking really inspirational and interesting book, and anyone should get on it. Telf's working his way through it, and you should read it, Mark, and anyone else that's listening, fucking get on it. But with that, we're going to have some beers.
fucking oath.
Ching.
Did you know what I told you the other day that that our Instagram account?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're fucking back from beers too, eh? He's going.
Oh yeah,
Instagram
back
account.
from beers. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Instagram account. So our Instagram account's got a fair few followers.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
They're all fake.
What?
So when I started posting there a few weeks back, I get these fake accounts message me and, hey, promoted on this thing. And I was bored, so I was like, oh yeah, fuck off, you're lying. I'm like, no, sir, I'm not lying, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
I can
snake
show
oil
you.
salesman sort of style.
Yeah, it's just dodgy shit. And they give you a whole bunch of fake followers if you give them a certain amount of money. Well, they say they're not fake.
Yeah,
But
right.
You give them a certain amount of money and they'll post it and promote it on their website and get back to you and you'll get heaps of followers sort of thing.
Yeah, right.
They got a
I'm
heap
like-
of Megans with a 3.
Pretty
They're
much.
bots.
And I'm like, nah, you're full of shit. I don't want any of it. No. This is full serious. I'm like, nah, prove it. And then all of a sudden we got like fucking 200 followers or some shit. Just all coming in. And there was one post that I put up, the most recent one, that ended up getting like 400 likes or something.
Yeah.
All bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, and they're like, look, see, not fake. I'm like, nah. Fake.
Keep going. Prove it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so just a whole bunch of fake bullshit on there. Yeah,
We've
so
gone
if you're on
viral.
Instagram, congratulations, you're the first one.
So we got 200 followers that are bots, and we have 205 total followers. How
Yeah,
good is that?
yeah. I'm not sure on the exact amounts, but yeah, there's a fair few of them bots. So if you're
Yeah,
wondering why
Count
Instagram isn't,
yourself lucky if you're on there.
if you're like, yeah, I'm the first to like this, no, you're the only one.
But everyone should keep liking them.
Mm.
Just to, chuck a couple of humans in there with the bots. Why not?
Oh, well. I am robot.
Yeah. Well, since we don't have a guest, we usually ask them about their first car and all that.
Yeah.
We've already talked about ours. I thought I'd just chuck a fucking lemon in here.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so I got me a little book here, Total Lemons by Tony Davis. She's a fucking humdinger. Get on it. Love it. And I'll have a little flick through here and I'll find me car for the day.
Pick one out.
So my car this week is the Biscúter. So feast your eyes on this,
You
boys.
say bis cutter or piss cutter?
No, Biscúter. She looks like she's cut a bit of piss in its time. But
What
it's
the
actually,
fuck is that?
It's a little Spanish fucking thing, eh?
Looks
It's
Spanish.
It's Spanish for Biscúter, which means two scooters, which means it's fucking two scooters tied together.
It does look like two scooters tied together.
Yeah.
Does.
She's got tiny little wheels, doesn't it?
So in the book,
Looks
here,
like me front wheel on me ride on lawnmower.
it looks like a short bloke with a mustache.
Does.
Yep,
Out of cars.
with big.
It does.
photos.
It looks like its grill should be moving like a mustache out of cars.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is another one of them micro cars that someone's tried to create, like just a really simple car.
See the poster on the wall?
What describe what it looks like to me?
Is it like the Le Mans 24-hour?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
in
yeah.
there with a lot of. It's in a museum with a lot of race cars because there's not a whole lot of these things around.
Yeah, right.
They so the bloke that styled it, he wanted to create a simple car,
You done it.
and he wanted to create a simple car even more basic than the Citroen 2CV, which we'll get onto.
Looks like
But-
a billy cart.
Yeah.
And the brief of the Citroen was
The steering wheel is bigger than the actual wheels.
exactly the bigger the steering wheel, the more leverage you got on it.
All
to
right.
steer, because can't see that anything having power steering. But the design brief for this Citroen that they were trying to copy is 4 deck chairs under an umbrella. So they wanted to make it even simpler than that. So they didn't even have an umbrella. So they got a little soft top in the back there, but like fuck, you'd use that. You'd sail away. So it had no doors, it had no windows, it had a hand crank to start it.
It's got little brum lights too, doesn't it?
Yeah, the little like ones that sit on top of the guard.
Yeah.
They're not actually integrated into the car because it's 1953 to 1960 is when they sold them. They sold about 10,000 of them. It's got no reverse. The motor is a single cylinder engine. In the book here, it says designed badly by Villas and built even badder by ENASA. Don't know how to say that in the proper abbreviated term. But it's an oil-filled cylinder head to stop overheating. So all it is, it looks like a giant T, letter T.
Yeah.
The motor. So they just chuck all the oil in there, and you can drive it around traffic. You can stop at traffic lights, and it won't overheat. And all the power went to the front right wheel, with
One
the
litre.
Front right wheel.
front right wheel. That's how the sort of differential worked. It just went to the front right wheel. You're
Yeah.
driving.
Yep.
She's Billy Cart. Fuck all. She had 7 horsepower. It was road tested by British Motor Magazine, and it broke down 6 times
On the road test.
on the road test.
Love it.
The fuel figure that they gave in their little thing there was 3.7 over the 100, so 3.7 litres over the 100. The actual was 14.7 over the 100.
Holy.
So she's a piss cutter, all right.
Would that be litres or gallons? back then?
Litres. I've converted it all to litres
Righto.
because ease for you, mate.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do the quick maths. I know
Awesome.
you're good at
Yeah.
it. But, so after their driving test, this British Motor Magazine, they didn't recommend it to anyone, obviously,
Nah.
but they still sold 10,000 of them, of these ones, and they went into building a coupe as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to, we'll have a look at a photo of it. And as you can see, just like the tilt trays we were talking about before, it has been pre-sprung
She's
to
pissed,
handle
bro.
the weight.
It looks like a
Look at the wheels.
deformed version of Lightning McQueen.
It does.
Mm.
Ka-chang.
Yeah.
The Chinese version of Lightning McQueen.
Yeah.
Ka-chang.
Kaput.
Weird.
Kaput.
That is weird.
It is. And it looks like a toy car, doesn't it? But it is 100% real car.
Mm.
The
Okay.
front of it sort of reminds you of like a little bullet nose Tirana.
Yeah. It's tiny.
It's got that shape of it, hasn't it?
It's got a real slope nose on it.
Yeah.
The wheels look like wheelbarrow
Sharp looking.
wheels.
They do. Yeah.
And the
Oh,
body
oh.
lines make it look like what we were talking about before, them tilt trays, how they're actually like pre-sprung to
Yeah.
handle the weight. So I
Yeah.
feel like 2 people get in there and your body lines would be horizontal as fuck.
Yeah.
Mm.
But what a beautiful piece of motoring history.
Yeah. Yeah.
3-seater or what?
2-seater.
Just a.
There only
yeah,
looks
righto.
like there's one seat in that one.
2-seater and a
bench seat.
fucking baguette between you. That's
Yeah.
it.
Can you imagine how rough that'd be? Look at the tyres on it.
Oh, it'll be better than walking.
Oh,
Only
no.
barely.
They broke down, 5 times?
Yep. So these things, they actually had a nickname as well. They were known as Zapatilla. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but it's actually Spanish for clog.
It looks like a clog,
looks
doesn't
like
it?
a clog.
It does.
It
Yeah.
does.
So they
Absolutely.
fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Running around in a little shoe.
Like Lightning McClog. Mm. I love it.
Yep.
See how they get that nickname.
She's fucking cool, eh?
Yeah. I think we're probably ready for whiskey time. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
So we'll have a whiskey of the night and finish the night off with some random thoughts after this short intermission. So we're back and we've
Yeah.
got whiskey this time instead of beer. So
Is that what it
cheers
is?
everyone.
Cheers.
We've got some Drambuie tonight. I like it.
That is nice.
So if you haven't been a part of any of our whiskey sessions before, we normally finish the night off with a nice whiskey and share some random thoughts over a bit of classical music.
Just a classic tune that everyone knows.
For example,
Feel Invincible.
example.
You know
Yeah.
why I feel invincible right at the moment? 'Cause this Drambuie tastes a little bit like cough medicine.
it does too, doesn't it?
So I feel like
yeah.
I can tackle anything.
Did you like cough medicine?
Loved it.
Just go sneak.
I was
out.
a fully
I
sick
think
prick
I
growing
have a
up.
mouthful of that.
Yeah, it's like, 20 mil. No, I'll have the bottle.
Nah, just take a swig.
Just leave the Gaviscon here, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, but coffee, bro.
Yeah, it didn't do anything wrong to me.
Nah, nothing. That we know of.
Yeah.
Yeah, no side effects at all.
Well, we know.
What was that, Harley? Beautiful.
But while we were talking about what music we thought we'd play for tonight,
What music is this?
this is Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Oh, look. Super Mario.
like Super Mario. And you were mentioning there's a movie coming out to
Yeah, well,
Mario movie.
When I did go and watch Puss in Boots, what we talked about before, I did see the shorts for Super Mario coming out.
You seen Super Mario shorts?
Shorts, yeah.
Blue.
Did you see a
Well-
plumber's crack?
And there was a bit of a plumber. The mustache ride.
Tell me about it.
Well, it was animated, of course, but it looked good. I can't remember the voices,
Yeah,
like who actually played the voices.
I know the voices. So who do you think Mario is?
Oh. Mario's in the blue hat. Is he Mario?
I think it's a
Blue.
red hat.
There's a red hat with an M on it for Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So Mario is actually Chris Pratt.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah. Guy.
Which is... He's the guy that plays in Jurassic Park, yeah?
Jurassic
Yeah.
Park, Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
Yeah.
From Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
I feel like he's a good fit for the
Who's-
Mario character.
Who's Princess Peach?
Oh, I don't know Princess Peach, but I know who Bowser is.
Eh?
Jack Black.
Oh. Oh.
He's been pretty quiet lately, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. He's not an actor, Jack Black. This
Yeah.
is something I've realised just recently. He's Jack Black.
Mm.
So he ran his course in the Hollywood scene
Yeah.
because he can only play himself. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
a
yeah.
fucking good character. But if you want to put him in any serious acting roles, he's not the right person.
Nah.
He's Jack Black.
Nah.
See, and like that's the thing. He's Jack Black. Every movie he's in, like School of Rock, he was Jack Black as a teacher.
Yeah.
Nacho Libre, he was Jack Black as a wrestler.
Yep.
So I feel like Mario's going to be Jack Black as Bowser,
Mm.
and I'm not scared of that.
No.
Not at
No.
all.
You're
Mario
scared.
probably will be,
Not
but
scared of. Well, been pretty scared of the Bowser lately. Your fuel prices are going up a bit.
Oh,
Oh,
you wouldn't want to own a diesel, would you?
oh, cut it out. 2 diesels.
But moving on to the main point of the episode. Oh, not the episode, of tonight's session. But he was looking at me blankly. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
It's whiskey time.
It's whiskey time.
What are your random thoughts,
Would you
Mark?
like me to start off?
Yes, you start off. That's why I'm
Thank you,
pointing
Neil.
to you and looking at you. I'm waiting for
you.
you to take the lead, but
Thank
you're just
you.
looking at me dully.
Thank you for that. Well, how else am I meant to look at you?
Yeah, it's the only look you got.
How else do you look at the friggin' night
It's the only look I got.
dully?
The
Anyway,
night.
terrible. Anyway, what about shoot the breeze?
Shoot
What does
the
that
breeze.
mean? Have you ever shot the breeze?
Nah.
You're shooting the breeze with someone.
Has this got something to do with Febreze?
I don't know.
I've never even heard of this saying.
So when you're sitting around like we are at the moment, just having a chat, we're just shooting the breeze.
Nah,
Never heard of it.
never. Nah.
You ever heard of it, Neil?
Yeah, I have heard of it. I'm wondering if it's linked to Febreze.
Okay.
So did you know when they bought out Febreze,
What
they
is that?
Is that like the cheese?
Hey?
Brie cheese. Never
no,
mind.
you know Febreze.
No.
Febreze is a fabric decenter.
Yeah, right.
So
makes
it only goes
fabric
to the
decent.
side.
Mm.
That's the softener.
No, not a softener. It's a decenter. So you spray it, and it makes stuff lose its smell. Gets rid of its smell.
Odor.
Odor. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And they market that when they first bought it out, they bought it out to a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of housewives and that, because it was in that sort of an era. And like this, you should use this and spray it on something and it'll make it smell like nothing.
Yeah, righto.
Take all the odor out of everything.
Yeah.
And it didn't really take off at all
Hmm.
until they marketed it as a specific like cleaning product, I suppose. Like you're not done until you've Febrezed it.
Okay.
So they had their marketing all crossed up because they were like, yep, if you got something that fucking stinks, spray this on and it'll take the stink out. But then they started marketing as a
So they wanted people to use Febreze as a deodorant, whereas because people are like, fuck that, why would I buy Febreze when I can just buy a heavy duty chemical to clean it and you can smell that anyway?
yeah. And
Sanitizer.
and what I'm thinking is like Febreze is in a bottle. It's got a trigger on it, so that's shooting Febreze. That's exactly what it is.
So it's like the smell of a breeze shooting that breeze.
Yeah.
No, I don't get it. We'll move on. That was a stretch. I mean, like your shirt even says it. He could have done better.
He could have done better.
What do you got, Neil?
I've got making your ears prick.
Well,
Stand to attention.
Yeah, like when I was like, oh, that made my ears prick. Does it?
I think they use that whenever an elf is made.
Elf.
'Cause elves have sharp ears.
Do they?
So you gotta make your ears prick. Someone's fucked an elf.
So when your ears prick,
Sorry to elf. Yes.
yeah,
well.
that's really it.
Derailed that, didn't I?
So if you, what's the thought that comes into your head when your ears prick? All I've got is fucking elves now.
So if your ear's got a prick in it, that would come in your head, wouldn't it?
Elf. Oh, actual elf, little hairy creature.
Oh, elf.
Yeah.
What a legend.
I had a toy. He was an alien.
He's an alien.
He's I had
Hairy
a toy
alien.
elf.
Yeah.
Yep. Fucking loved it. Favorite toy in the world.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. I'm gonna have to look up some videos of Elf. I haven't
Get on
fucking
it.
seen it in years, and I know it was an American show. We didn't get too much of it here, from what I can remember. But I had a little fucking.
Yeah, we had shitloads of it.
We did.
Yeah.
Well, it must have been before my time.
Full series.
I had the toy, but that was it.
Oh, Elfie.
Mm.
Nah, I would just say you make your ears prick. It's something. Someone could be talking about something and you're listening to it just bland, like it's just
Just white
noise
noise.
in the background, and then someone will say something. Bang, it's got your attention.
Like they
And
say your name,
it's
and
like
then
a dog, like a Doberman Pinscher.
yeah.
They hear a noise, their ears are just fucking
So
straight
it's
up.
like you're on Meerkat Manor and you go,
Yeah.
yep.
So
Just prick up, start looking
Prick
around.
up.
So going on again from our previous Justin session, Johnson & Johnson,
Yeah.
making your ears prick,
It'd prick.
putting a Johnson in your ears. Would that make them prick?
Yeah. Be full of cum, wouldn't it?
Jesus Christ. Come full of ears.
Come believe.
Little white smurfs everywhere. Hey, dinkum.
What? How good are they at marketing shit?
Smurfs.
Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson. See, I've got a bit of stuff on these guys coming up.
Have you?
But it's fucking
They're still going.
crazy.
eh?
Still going.
Still
Great
making
big
baby
company.
oil.
Mate, don't get me started because I've got some good stuff on it.
Good baby oil.
We're going to get back to this, guys. She's going to be good.
Okay.
Bloody, so I've got another one.
Have you?
Whenever you're talking to someone about something and they're trying to talk you through it step by step, and they say, there's a little bit you can't really express with words. And they say the devil's in the detail. They just use that as the broad statement to cover it. The devil's in the detail.
Like I've looked too much into it, I'm going to hell.
Devil's in the detail as in if you're trying to look for that detail that isn't said.
Does that mean it's a bad thing?
Maybe. I feel like that's
If you look into it too much, it's just going to be shit.
if you try and choke every bit of information out of it, you find yourself going backwards.
Yeah, righto.
Devil's in the detail. What do you think it means?
Never really thought about that too much, but
Now's the time.
now's the time.
Now's the time.
I think, yeah, you're probably onto it.
Mm.
You start looking into it properly, it's going to turn out to be not what you thought it was, and it'll be shit.
So how I was saying before that I think overthinking is a good thing, it does have bad traits as well.
It
I'm not
can-
gonna.
Fucking oath.
It
Yeah,
can
it
go
does.
too much.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think that's referring to the devil is in the detail?
I feel it is. It's like
So the more you look into something that doesn't really need to be looked into, your thoughts will take over and fuck you over.
fuck you over, you do circles. That's where you find the devil. Devil
In
is a good
circles.
thing.
Do it
No, I
a few
thought they were in
times.
pentagrams or whatever they are.
Yeah, what's a pentagram in?
That's a star.
Fucking circle.
That's a star.
What's a pentagram in?
It's a circle in a hexagon, isn't it?
It's a star
It's a star.
in a circle.
It's an 8-pointed star with a circle in the middle.
Oh, it is too. It's in a circle.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
That's the third one, mate.
Is that the inner circle that they're talking about?
The purple circle?
The purple circle.
Could be.
Oh, that's a Christian band, isn't it?
No, that's Pantera,
Yeah,
apparently,
Pantera.
according to you.
Then it wasn't a go tool in a circle, then Christian band.
Put your tool in a circle, you 9 times out of 10 you get a baby.
Yeah, well, you got another circle.
Jesus Christ.
You go back to Gordon Ramsay.
Oh.
Oh, is it looking at the fine print?
Ah, yeah.
See the ad, all the ad looks good, but if you look in the fine print, it's a shit deal.
Yeah, devil's in the detail. Oh, I see what you mean there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that look at something at face value
Yeah,
and then devil's in the detail.
down the bottom.
Look at the fine print because she'll fuck you up.
Get your magnifying glass out and have a look at that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fuck you over.
There you go.
Well, what about a kip? Like, you know how, I don't know if it's an Aussie slang word or what,
Have a kip?
but yeah, like you want to have a short sleep. I'm just going to go for a kip.
Mm,
Have a bit of a kip.
mm.
Is that why country music is so fucking boring? Because I know there's a
Kip.
singer called Kip Moore, and I know I fucking Kip Moore when there's country being played on a fucking stereo.
Mm.
So,
They're always sad songs, aren't
oh yeah, I mean, like,
Who's so
buy a
sad?
new dog, get a new missus,
Yeah.
fix your fucking
they?
car,
Neighbour's dog
Fix
ticket.
your tractor.
oh, God.
Fix your Johnny up.
Get your little Johnny, say
Fix your
yeah,
little Johnny.
and off you go. yeah. See, and they're always saying no, aren't they?
Is it abbreviated for a kidnap? Kidnap?
That's
a little kidnap?
With
Kip.
a P.
Not a kid.
Yeah, kidnap.
You're kidding yourself if you think it's a kid, not a kid.
Kidnap. Oh,
A kid? No.
Porky.
What a prick. I think he's
Johnson
telling,
Johnson.
I think he's telling Porky Pies here, isn't he?
Porky pies.
Porcupines.
No, I don't know. What, like, just
A kip.
Kip, have a sleep.
It's asleep.
Yeah, I know, but how do they get that?
Don't know.
See, I'm thinking nap. Having a nap. Having a kip.
I
Is that
know.
in there somewhere?
Yeah, it's because that's what it means, you dickhead.
Well, does that mean I win?
No, it doesn't. No,
Oh,
we're
God,
trying to
we
find the deep meaning. No, Kip
I'm
Moore.
the only bloke with an answer here, and he's shooting me down.
We don't have
Oh, well-
the right answer.
Well, fuck yeah. What else have you got then?
Well, I got one. This is what you've been doing.
You
this
do have
whole
one.
time. You've been flogging a dead horse.
Mm.
What does that mean?
You're not going to run any
It's like a racing term.
Is it?
Yeah. You know how
Explain it to me there, fucking
they're fucking
Sherlock.
whipping the horse to make it go.
Mm.
It's not going to go any faster if it's dead.
See, well, if it's has a horse died in a it has a horse has died in a
Fucking
race,
heaps
hasn't
of
it?
them have.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, from whipping it. See, I think it comes down to
So who fucking wins now, Mark?
no, I'm not.
How
done
shit
yet.
was mine?
I'm not the hair fucking shit.
Go on.
So I feel it comes down to flogging a dead horse. I reckon it comes down to how silly horses are. Because you can try and get them to do stuff. Like, have you ever heard the term, you can lead a horse to water?
Can't make a drink.
Well, I've changed that up a little bit. Can lead a horse to water, but it's still a fuckwit. Which sort of, it doesn't necessarily mean anything about water, which I like, because
Water.
it's still a fuckwit, mate. Can't make it do anything it doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
You can flog a dead horse all you want.
Yeah.
Won't go anywhere.
Not going to go anywhere.
Doesn't want to do something, it won't do it.
Yeah.
So that's...
The outcome's the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Makes
winner.
sense. I'm with that.
Who wins
No
now
winner.
then? Does
Look-
that mean I win again?
Yeah, look, bear with me.
Bear with you.
Now, that's actually my next point. Because
God.
bear with me. Does that mean I've got to bear with me?
Oh.
Is that a Snapchat filter?
Bear with me.
Bear with me.
Yeah.
There should be a little bear behind you. Fuck yeah.
Drop there.
No, so bear with me. Where the fuck does that come
I
from?
don't know.
Now, bear with me here. Does that mean I've got a fucking grizzly bear behind me or a teddy bear behind me, or
Oh, I think it's a
I've got to bear with me?
term of fear to make people stop talking. Bear with me. I gotta fucking bear with me, mate. You shut up and listen.
Well, people do stop if you say something like that. Got evidence if you want to rewind a
Yeah.
couple of minutes.
Go on then. Fair dinkum.
For all you whatever the new generation is.
What is that?
What is the new generation?
I don't think there is one.
Millennials?
Nah.
No, they're the generation at the moment.
That's
Aren't
2000s.
they? Yeah.
Whatever the new.
Well,
Anyway,
fucking 23 years.
that's a
past
rewinding tape noise. Yeah. Well, when you press rewind, it doesn't make a noise anymore. Have you noticed that?
that. Back mask.
That will become a thing of the past. That
Oh, the VCR rewind.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
you could
It doesn't
do
make
in
that
the tape
sound.
player too.
Tape player, yeah.
Cassette.
Yeah, but it doesn't make that sound anymore.
Oh, you
Because
can't
no
If
get
I
one
one.
has
rewind
one,
on a
yeah.
video, it's fucking silent. I'll just slide my finger across.
There's no tape anymore, mate.
No.
It's digital.
Mm.
You probably could. No, there would be.
Imagine the kids
They do
growing
it
up.
in movies.
Oh,
They
yeah.
rewind it.
Period movies, though.
Yeah.
No, not movies about specific
Sharks.
times of the month.
Talking about sharks.
Talk about Shark Week. No. Like the movies from, back in the 2000s or whatever when they were proper popular. Imagine the kids growing up now that don't even know the struggles of looking through a fucking DVD or VCR case.
Yeah.
They're having a look through, what do I want to watch? You got to get down off the chair and walk over to your TV cabinet, which doesn't exist anymore these days
Mm.
because everyone's on Netflix.
Mm.
And you got to look through your little cabinet there, try and figure out what's going on, what you want to watch. But everything's at your fingertips now. So that's my excuse why I'm fat,
I don't like it.
because I don't get off the couch anymore.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? What do you think should
I
happen?
still like DVDs.
Really?
I feel I've got a massive DVD collection, and right into like Marvel movies and DC and all that sort of stuff.
They're good.
I feel I can go back and watch that on DVD. Better quality than going on to like a Netflix or Disney Plus.
DVD or Blu-ray?
Blu-ray.
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 4K.
You can
Yeah.
stream in 4K now, though.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the same.
Is this like...
Depends on your internet feed.
yeah, it does.
If you got shit feed, it's going to be a shit.
Yep.
If you got a 4K DVD, it's going to be good every time.
Unless it's scratched.
Unless some cunt's fucking scratched to a disc.
And scratching discs is just
Oh,
the previous world version of shitty internet.
yeah.
Like you were saying there, the quality's better. Is that why people rather listening to records versus CDs or digital downloads? Because they reckon there's a different sound coming out of the records and CDs.
I think we've covered this before with streaming.
Hmm.
streaming stuff, like
Yeah.
is it yeah, do we download wherever we download our music from? Is it the same quality as a disc,
Direct from the disc, you reckon?
direct disc?
I reckon it's better.
I think that way. I think the streaming's better.
Yep.
But as in movie quality, I don't think so.
Interesting.
Mm.
I feel like we've triumphantly come to an answer here. That's why this music's playing the way it is.
Oh yeah.
I don't know whether it's the same quality either, but yeah, the music is telling us that this must be close to the end of the episode.
Close.
And the way it was playing when Talf was talking, I feel like he's won tonight's session.
Winner.
I didn't know this was a competition, but I think you've won.
Just
I'll
going
agree
by
with that.
music.
Mm.
The only thing that I know is Neil didn't fucking win.
He
And
did.
I'm okay with that.
He's a reverse cat.
Well, we actually missed it the last couple of times, but what's our theme of the night, Talf?
If you got a cat walking around backwards, I can turn the TV off. Nah. I think we touched on the Goggins thing. You can't expect things to get better if you're doing the same things. Change it up.
Change it up.
Change something.
Yep.
Because doing the same thing every time and expecting a different outcome, it's not going to work.
Mm.
You need to change something to change the outcome,
Yep.
I feel.
Mm. That is a good
So
one.
Definition of is it the definition of insanity or
Yeah.
craziness or something
Insanity.
is doing the same thing over and over again,
Yeah.
expecting a different result. So
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel.
No, that's a good one.
You are the winner.
With that, I think if you've enjoyed tonight's episode, make sure and give us a rating, a star rating on what you're listening to.
Whatever platform you're listening
Whatever
on,
platform you're
give us a
listening on.
rating.
Give us a rating as to what
Be
you
honest,
thought.
or give us a 5-star rating.
Yeah, just
You
give
are.
us a 5-star. Don't even be honest.
Yeah, yep. There you
Don't
go.
be a bot.
Don't be a friggin' whatever her name is with a 3. Megan with a 3.
Iggy.
Make sure and give us a like and subscribe. And with that, off your circuit.
Off your circuit.
Off your circuit.